And welcome, football fans, to another episode here of Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play here for Week 17 of the 2025 NFL season. Where, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're here for a Christmas Day showdown between two of the NFC's best in the NFC North Division. And even though the Minnesota Vikings have been eliminated from playoff contention, we will see the Detroit Lions battle it out against one of their division foes as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive here today, this afternoon, on this beautiful Christmas Day, NFL Day football, baby! How we doing? Hope you guys are ready for some awesome play-by-play here tonight as we get everything ready. Let's get this poll up and going for everybody so we can get your votes in on who you're rolling with today. Oh, yeah! Come on! Woo!
Kelly Clarkson has us ready to rock. Christmas Day in Minneapolis, U.S. Bank Stadium. Always a wonderful backdrop for some high-quality football. You get the natural light coming in, and this fan base, no matter the circumstance, no matter where the team is at, they come and support in droves. Coin toss.
All right, we getting ready for the coin toss here, guys. Just trying to get the poll up and going for everybody.
Heads, Minnesota win the toss. Minnesota has won the toss and will receive the ball on this end of the field. Good luck, gentlemen.
So Minnesota decides we're going to take the football and get it for our young quarterback, the rookie Max Brosmer will have the ball to start this.
That's right, guys. The rookie Max Brosmer is going to make his start here today. Merry Christmas, Blaze Machine. Shout out, brother, the first one. Hop on the chat with us here today on Tim Reynolds Show. Big shout out to Blaze Machine and a Merry Christmas, brother.
Frustrating loss at home to the Steelers 29-24. And now it's one of the great pregame traditions in the NFL. Time to listen to Josh Duhamel lead the Vikings skull chain.
All right, let's get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It should be a fantastic matchup here today. And there's Josh Duhamel, looks like the actor, as he gets ready to get the fans rowdy here tonight for this Christmas Day showdown. Let's go. All right, here we go. We got what's going on, man? Merry Christmas there from Q7W. Hope you're doing it. Josh, Merry Christmas, brother. Let me give a big shout out here to one of our members, Joshua W, in the chat. Josh, I appreciate you, man. Merry Christmas, and thank you for the $200 donation for Tim Reynolds Show here today. What a gesture, what a holiday gift, and thank you so much for that to one of our members here, Joshua, on the channel. Had to make sure I started out this live stream with a huge shout out to him. What's going on? We got Knox, what's going on, man? Merry Christmas, how we doing? And Jason, what's going on as well in the chat? Merry Christmas to you too. Hope everyone's having a wonderful holiday as we get ready, folks. Kickoff is moments away. Minnesota will receive, which means Detroit will get the second half kickoff, and we are underway. As the kickoff here, we see the Vikings with a return, and that's right, guys, a little chuckle to start us out as we see the return man slips here for the Minnesota Vikings, and here comes the rookie, Max Brosmer, who's there with a 66% completion percentage, 220 passing yards thus far this season, but not so good in his first start. And now, oh my goodness, it looks like the return man from Minnesota is still on the ground here. Not a great way to start this one out if you're the Vikings.
Tension, and he just twisted the
Oh, and you see that? He rolled his ankle pretty badly as he fell on that return, barely able to get it up close to the 25-yard line.
Last year with the Hoosiers transferring in from Texas Tech in year one under Kurt Signetti.
And Miles Price there, the rookie out of Indiana, who's been the return man for the Vikings most of this year. Looks like he's down on the ground right now as the Vikings get ready for this matchup. The Lions today are wearing the all-black uniforms with the blue helmets, and the Vikings are wearing the all-white uniforms with those white helmets and the silver face mask. It actually looks pretty cool. I think they call those the all-winter uniforms for the Vikings. And guys, let me know who you were rolling with here in this matchup. Do you think the Vikings stand a chance? I mean, they did defeat the Lions earlier in the season in that matchup with one another in this division, but I imagine the Lions have got to be aching for a victory after back-to-back losses for the first time in a couple of seasons under Dan Campbell and with quarterback Jared Goff. And that was a tough game to swallow for the Detroit Lions with that loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers last week. So I think this Lions team is going to be really itching to come out here strong and make a big impact in this game. And they've got to win their last 2 games of the season and have the Green Bay Packers stumble and lose back-to-back games here to end the season as well for Detroit to be able to get into the playoffs. So we'll really see how this pans out for the Detroit Lions going forward. And not to mention, how about the Green Bay Packers? We thought this team could be one of the top teams in the NFC, but right now they're stumbling, especially with that big loss against the Chicago Bears, where they saw their starting quarterback, Jordan Love, go out with the concussion. Now, I think he's projected to come back this week for the Green Bay Packer offense, but with the loss of Micah Parsons, this defense could struggle to stop teams going forward, and we'll have to see if the Green Bay Packers can clinch their playoff spot. If they win next week, or I believe this weekend, they should be able to clinch a playoff spot. All right, thank you guys so much for hanging out on the channel. Don't forget to hit us up in the chat and hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. Thank you guys so much. Merry Christmas from Tim Reynolds Show, and happy holidays. All right, fixing to get back here. We've got an injury timeout, so that's why it's taking a little longer for us to get started here with this live play-by-play. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe. If you guys have any football questions whatsoever, any shout-outs, maybe holiday shout-outs or whatever the case may be, make sure you guys hit me up with those super chats. All right. And there is the beautiful US Bank Stadium in Minnesota. One of the nicer stadiums in the NFL. And the Vikings here with the wideout on Christmas Day. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25. Play action. Bosmer looking to throw here. Plenty of time. Rolling to his right. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Not able to find anybody on that pass play. So on the first play from scrimmage, it's an incomplete pass and 2nd down and long coming up here for the Vikings. And looking at this offensive line, they've been banged up all season long, and we'll see how they're able to produce here. Aaron Jones Sr. will be the workhorse running back in this one, with Madison, the backup running back, inactive for today's game. Merry Christmas, Mrs. Reynolds. How we doing? Keith in the house. How we doing, brother? Merry Christmas. Love having you on the chat, my man. So now 2nd down and 10 for the Vikings. Handoff here, Jones, left side. Nowhere to go for Aaron Jones. That's a gain of maybe a yard on that play. Yasin, number 23, in on the tackle for Detroit. So now a 3rd down and long coming up here for this Minnesota offense as they face this Detroit Lions defense that really was giving up a lot of yards last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they're going to look for a bounce-back game here in this one.
They've really struggled defending the run over the last few weeks. But you can guarantee they're going to sell out to stop the run today.
Joshua, Merry Christmas, bro. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much for that donation today, brother. I appreciate you. Alfie, how we doing, man? Merry Christmas. 3rd and 9. Play action. Oh, and sack is Bosmer for the Vikings. And, man, Detroit brought the blitz, and the linebacker Anzalone and Barnes get there, disrupting the pocket. And, man, we've seen Ham, the fullback, in for pass protection. He gets to Barnes, but Anzalone gets around the protection and the sack, and it's going to be a quick 3 and out here for that Minnesota Vikings offense. And oh boy, this could be more of what's to come in this matchup here in this one, ladies and gentlemen. And now we'll see a punt here for the Vikings. And now, oh, looks like we'll see a return. And only a couple yards there to about the 37-yard line, and that's where Detroit will take over on offense for their first possession of this game.
In the NFL did not get named to the Pro Bowl, certainly one of the bigger snubs.
Merry Chris, Joshua. Hope you're doing good.
Unfortunately,
Buddha, my boy Corey, how we doing, man? Merry Christmas, brother. And there's Jared Goff with over 4,000 passing yards this season and 32 touchdown passes as he gets ready to come out and lead this Detroit Lions offense.
your Lions offense is going to score 30-plus points, and you're going to lead the league in the fewest amount of turnovers. You would say, okay, well, we're a 15-win team. Unfortunately, that's only resulted in 8 wins.
So 1st and 10 now for Jared Goff. Ball at the 37-yard line. He's under center. Gibbs in the backfield. Quick throw. And they get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And a nice gain there of about 10. And it's a first down, Lions. And a nice start there for the Detroit offense. A quick throw from Jared Goff after the corner blitz. Goff picked it up and got it to his man who was wide open there, Amon-Ra St. Brown, on the right side. That's a gain of 11, and it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Lions offense. And now the ball at the 48-yard line, right near midfield. Jared Goff under center. They toss it to Gibbs, left side. Gibbs still keeps his feet moving across the 50-yard line and up to about the 47. So with that 5-yard gain, maybe 4, that's going to set up 2nd down here for the Lions offense. And this offensive line has been banged up most of the year without some of their starters there. And we'll see David Montgomery hopefully have a better role after what we've seen on social media this week. So 2nd down and 6. Ball in the 48-yard line. Goff in the shotgun. It's a 3 wide receiver set. Minnesota showing blitz on the play. They do blitz. Lions, can't pick it up. And Jared Goff goes down for the sack. And that's Harrison Smith, the veteran safety, who could be playing his last NFL season here with the Vikings. And he comes off of the right side there, blows up that play, and gets to the quarterback for a sack.
But nonetheless, you know as a quarterback, that ball has to come out. A lot of times you do not know where that pressure is coming from. But you do know.
And that's right, Drew Brees. A little bit of advice saying Goff has got to get that football out. And now with their 45th sack this season, 3rd and 13, quick throw, Gibbs taking moves, stiff arm, and oh man, a great effort there from Gibbs getting it up to the 45-yard line, but it's still going to bring up 4th down after that 3rd down and 13. But now it's going to be 4th and 3, and it looks like the Lions are going to go for it here. This is what Dan Campbell is known to do here in this one. So we'll see what the Lions can do here.
The most successful top 7 in overall percentage.
And it's because of the confidence he has in his quarterback and all these playmakers.
There you go, Keith. Appreciate you, man.
It's loud early.
Tim, I left you something on your community page. Oh, well, thank you, Keith. I'll check that out. 4th and 3. Goff, draws him off sides. And I think that's going to be an automatic 1st down. We'll see what the referees say here. I think Jared Goff was able to draw that defense across the line.
After a conference, Goff pleading his case. Of course, we saw that a lot in the final minutes and moments of that loss last week.
And Goff is just harassing the referees here. And he's been notorious for doing this over the last few weeks.
On an OPI.
And this is going to be a false start on the offense, and now the Lions punting team will have to come out on the field.
Yeah, well, this is
And you see it there, looks like the right guard could have flinched, or the head of the center went up. Yep, that's what they called it. The head of the center springed up way too high, and Dan Campbell doesn't like it.
packages they can bring, and you're playing against a young quarterback who still trying to get settled in. So punt it and play a little bit of the field position game here.
So a punt coming up on 4th and 8 for the Lions.
Naylor back there instead of Miles Price, who got injured on that opening kickoff. See if Fox can pin him deep. Naylor will let it sail into the end zone.
And into the end zone.
Minnesota. Max Brosmer will have his 2nd crack at it in a scoreless tie. Yeah, it's Santa Claus. Although he looks like he lost a couple pounds. It's at 34.
All right, so we're going to be heading to commercial break here, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out on Tim Reynolds Show. All right, so first commercial break. We'll look over those last 2 drives here in this one. I appreciate you guys hanging out on the live stream here today. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, Keith, I can't find the community. You said the community tab, the community page. Trying to see what you're talking about, Keith. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, so visit community. Oh, look at this, guys. So Keith, a couple hours ago, looks like he posted in our community section here, and it's a photo. And it said, would everyone share some love to Tim Reynolds Show? We'll be going live for play-by-play here today with the Vikings game at 4:30. This man is really, really good at what he does. Appreciate that, Keith. He commented there on Pat McAfee Show's page. Appreciate you, brother. That's very, very kind of you to go out of your way to do that for us here, man, and show your support. That really means a lot to me, Keith. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to you in the chat, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And guys, thank you so much for being a part of this community. I guarantee you guys, as we continue to grow, there's going to be more and more content and more opportunities for me to be able to shout you guys out and show my appreciation for everybody here, not only signing up for memberships and being a part of the community here on Tim Reynolds Show's YouTube channel, but also, guys, just showing up here every time we're live for these live play-by-plays. We try to make football exciting. We know nowadays the broadcasting teams, hey, some people are good, some people not so much, man, but we try to make it exciting here for everybody, especially on this Christmas day. You know, guys, it's been really tough for me in my mental health, just not being around the family this time of year. I know it's really hard on the hearts of everybody, especially those people that have to go work today, those first responders, and everybody else that's working today. Just want to salute you and thank you so much, not only for your service, for your sacrifice here today on Christmas Day. All right, so here we go. Handoff here on 1st and 10. Jones, right side, tries to break a tackle and only able to get a gain of 2 yards on that play. So 2nd down and 8 coming up here for the Vikings. All right, John, Merry Christmas. Appreciate you, brother, in the chat. Keith, you're the best, man. Buddha, you're number 1, brother. Appreciate you there. One of our members here on Tim Reynolds Show. Buddha, I hope you're having a Merry Christmas, buddy. All right, so 2nd down and 8 coming up here for Minnesota. Ball at the 23-yard line. Play action, looking to throw. Bosmer steps up in the pocket, rolling to his left side, still looking, throws it incomplete as he gets rid of that one with the pressure in his face. There is a flag on the play.
In the NFL, making his second start. Processor, see things as they happen.
Holding. Defense number 23. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
And Drew, ironically, in that first start, Kevin O'Connell told us it was that processing that actually hurt him. He was processing.
So that's a holding call on Detroit, and that's going to give the Minnesota Vikings an automatic first down. So Bosmer here, the rookie quarterback, making his second career start, his second start this season for this Vikings offense. So here we go. Play action, quick throw. Jefferson gets it in the flat. Nice play. He's out of bounds after about a gain of 4, maybe 5. And that has definitely been a struggle for the Minnesota Vikings offense this season, not only with the lack of health and consistency from their young quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, that we see there on the sideline, but they have not been able to get the ball to Justin Jefferson this season, who's had one of his worst production seasons of his career.
Breakout game against the Commanders, was extremely efficient. He carried that on to that primetime game.
Well, Keith, we're going to lift your spirits up, man. God's going to heal you soon, brother. You've got healing coming your way, man. We appreciate you. So 2nd down and 5. Handoff. Jones, right side, has a hole. Runs over the safety, and that's enough for a first down. Minnesota. And the Vikings offense finding some ground game here in this one. As we see the nice handoff there from Jones, who cuts it back to the right side. Excellent blocking from that offensive line of Minnesota. And excellent footwork there from Jones. Look at the nice block coming up from Anderson. Or Addison, I should say. Number 3, the wideout, with an excellent seal block there on that running play. And now at the 43-yard line, that was a gain of about 12. And now we see in the shotgun, Bosmer looking to throw, right side, Jefferson with the grab, nice catch there across the 50, and he's close to that first down marker. They'll put him down at the 48-yard line, and it'll be 2nd down and 1, so a gain of 9 there on that catch. And Bosmer, he gets it to his receiver, Jefferson, who's in motion, ends up going a nice little out route there, almost in the flat, one-on-one with DJ Reed, and Bosmer throws a nice ball, getting it to his number 1 target. A good tackle there by DJ Reed. Barnes also in on the tackle for Detroit. So 2nd down and 1. The Vikings trying to build a good drive here to get the first points of the game. Now 2 catches for 14 yards for Jefferson. 2nd down and 1. Under center. 2 tight end set. But wait a minute. We've got a whistle and a timeout, Minnesota. And that will be their first charge timeout here in this one as the Vikings try to get something together here. And you can see Kevin O'Connell, who was voted as the head coach of the year last year in the NFL. He's had a really up and down season this year, but you've got to really give it to the coach because him and that defensive coordinator, Brian Flores, have really kept this team afloat. Even with them not being in contention for the playoffs anymore, this Vikings team has played pretty tough in just about every matchup this season. And there's a beautiful view outside of the U.S. Bank Stadium there in Minnesota. So 2nd down and 1. Bosmer under center. Handoff. Jones up the middle. Jones blown up on that play. Nowhere to go. And the Lions rush defense gets home. And that's going to be no gain on that run play.
Makes the tackle there and puts Max Brosmer in another critical test, this one just across midfield. By the way, after you said all that, I could hear from afar Marcus Colston and Michael Thomas going, thanks, Drew, we appreciate you.
feed the number 1s.
Yeah, that's usually a good idea.
That's exactly right.
All right, so 3rd down and 1 coming up now for the Vikings offense. And we'll see what they can dial up here. Bosmer in the shotgun. It's a 4 wide receiver set. And looking to throw, Bosmer under pressure, right side, scrambling here, looking, he's going to run. He's going to run for it across the 45, across the 40, out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A nice run there by the Vikings quarterback, and it's enough for a first down, Minnesota. And a smart move there from the quarterback. It was a couple of curl routes that were covered up really quickly, and Bosmer is able to get around the corner there where there's open grass, and he takes that one for a gain of 11. So now 1st down and 10 at the Detroit 37-yard line. And Bosmer being smart with the football here, the rookie from Minnesota. So now we've got a bunch receiver set to the left side. In the shotgun, Bosmer's going to hand it off. Jones right side, and he cuts it back to the left. And near the 31-yard line, that's a gain of about 6 for the number 33 running back there for the Vikings.
Yeah, look, it's that balance. I'd say early in the season, the Lions were playing a lot of man-to-man coverage, and they were stacking the box. So they were able to be pretty effective against the run.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately, you lose guys like Ryan Branch and
So 2nd down and 5. Ball at the 32-yard line. Bosmer in the shotgun. 3 wide receiver set. They put Jones in motion, and they get it to him. Oh, and that play is blown up by Thomas, number 2, as he's seen that screenplay coming from the running back Jones and got there to knock him down, cutting the feet of the running back down as soon as he made that grab. What an excellent open field tackle by the Detroit defender. And with that throw and catch, that's going to go for a loss on that play with the nice tackle in the backfield, and it will set up 3rd down and long. That's minus 4 yards on that play, so now 3rd down and 9 for Minnesota. And the ball now at the 36-yard line. Bosmer in the shotgun, looking to throw. It's a 4-man rush. Under pressure, Bosmer goes down for the sack. And guess who it is? That bad Michigan man, Aiden Hutchinson, with his 11th and a half sack this year. And Kevin O'Connell's losing his mind. He wants a penalty on Detroit, but he's not going to get one. What a spin move from Hutchinson as he gets around the left guard with ease, and the guard can't do nothing but stand there and watch as his young quarterback goes down for the sack. And wait a minute, we've got a late flag in this one. And what could this penalty be? And they pick up the penalty marker, so it will be 4th down, Minnesota. Woo! Dang, and Anzalone bumped Jefferson off his route. And I could see maybe why they thought that could have been a penalty, but that was within the 5-yard limit.
In fact, it's what they teach a lot of those linebackers on those shallow cross routes is to try to disrupt those. If it's within 5 yards, you're well within your right to do it. In fact, you want to do it because it helps your DBs when you can slow those receivers.
So a punt coming up for Minnesota on 4th and 24.
To go along with 2023, coming back from that gruesome leg injury last year, and he has just been outstanding as he's been throughout his career. Ryan Wright, second punt to the
Carson! Merry Christmas, buddy. Glad you could join us. I hope you had a great Christmas morning, and I'm so happy we got some of the regulars joining us here on Tim Reynolds Show, man. Let's go. Come on, guys. We've even got the wife hanging out in the chat, too. It's Christmas Day, game day, baby. Let's go, man. Let's get hyped up. Everybody, let's spread a little Christmas cheer to everybody. It's joy to the world today, baby. And let's not forget the reason for the season. God bless you, everybody. Woo, look at this, look at this. I got a bait caster for Christmas. Hell yeah, Carson, let's go. And a new TV, so I'll watch the games on that. Yeah, Carson, look, man, the new TV, that's pretty cool and all, but I like the bait caster, bro. That sounds like a good time going out getting some fishing done. Come on, bro. Hey, Carson, I want to see some pictures this upcoming spring and summer, man, of them fish you're catching with that bait caster, dog. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Heck yeah, look at Keith even welcoming, man. Carson in the house. Let's go. Look at that. Even the wife saying Merry Christmas. You gotta love that, folks. You gotta love that, man. Heck yeah, Carson. I appreciate you, buddy. Hope you enjoy the new TV, too. Hey, put us on the new TV, man. Would be a great way to break in that new TV with some Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out on the channel. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from Tim Reynolds Show. Hope you guys are enjoying what is a NFL Christmas Day game day. And honestly, guys, we had a pretty decent matchup earlier today where we did see the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys were able to finish off the Commanders 30-23. It was a nice comeback in the second half for the Washington Commanders, but unfortunately, it was not enough with Dak Prescott getting the victory, the 7th victory of the season for the Dallas Cowboys. And even though they have been eliminated from the playoffs, we have to congratulate Dak Prescott. He is now the all-time leader in pass attempts for the Dallas Cowboys franchise. And then not only that, guys, we also see Dak Prescott is also leading the NFL in passing yards this season. And look at that, someone doing some ice fishing. Yeah, I don't do that. Ice fishing, not for me. Ice fishing, not for me. Merry Christmas, my game clips. How we doing? Heck yeah, heck yeah. Your best friend's mom just got engaged this morning? That's terrific. What a beautiful Christmas present. All right, so 1st and 10 at the 9-yard line. Goff hands it off. Gibbs right side. Gibbs not getting much on that carry, maybe a gain of 3, brings up 2nd down and 7. And honestly, guys, what I'm expecting to see here from Detroit is Montgomery getting used a lot more in the backfield, especially after what we've seen on social media this week. And hopefully Dan Campbell will try to utilize Montgomery a little bit more in this offense.
Has been in the heavier personnel run
And we see here the third most total yards per game this season for the Detroit Lions at just over 378 yards per game. And a handoff here, Gibbs, right side. Plus is through, and he's got enough. That's Montgomery, baby, with a nice run on his first carry, and it's enough for a first down. Lions.
1 through 9 versus weeks 10 through 16 with Campbell in charge of the play calling, the yards up, the pass.
And you see that Dan Campbell ended up becoming the play caller for the offense after week 9. And you see there the offense has definitely had an uptick in production. So now at the 19-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Montgomery in the backfield once again.
Minnesota is challenging the ruling on the field that Detroit made the line of the game for a first down. The play is under review.
So Minnesota throws the challenge flag as they're trying to say that the Lions did not make the line to gain. So we'll see what the challenge comes up with here.
Felt strongly enough to do it. So will it be 3rd and short or a first down?
Dave, how we doing? And oh, baby, gonna make me cry. Don't do it, sweetheart. Don't do it, sweetheart. They don't like me crying on the live stream now. All right, talking about them precious memories. Oh, so awesome, guys. Love this woman. Love Mrs. Reynolds. All right, guys, we're here on another commercial break, so we'll have to wait a little while as they try to challenge the spot here, Minnesota does, of that Detroit Lions first down. Dun, 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 bum, bum. Dude, Carson, I had a teacher in my school, in high school, named Mrs. Reynolds. That was actually one of my nicest teachers I ever met.
2 days after Christmas.
Never mind that. We've got a heck of a game today.
Ravens, Packers, Atlanta.
Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love.
And guys, don't forget, this weekend, with this holiday weekend, guys, we've got a lot of live streaming coming up here on Tim Reynolds Show on Saturday night. We will be live for the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. That is going to be one hell of a matchup on Saturday night. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Especially every time we're streaming alongside Tom Grassi. I know Grassi will be on, and that Grassi posse will be popping on Saturday as well. But you know, he will be here ready to go as well, guys, with one of the most electrifying play-by-play and sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now, let's go, baby! Ha-ha! Shooter. Oh, yeah. And Natalie Hopkins, Merry Christmas. Welcome to the chat, man. Tim, what did you get Miss Reynolds for Christmas? Ooh, I thought he'd be a teacher when I grow up, but I haven't grown up yet, so maybe there's still time. You never know, Mrs. Reynolds. You never know. Yeah, so what did I get Mrs. Reynolds for Christmas? Well, me and Miss Reynolds, we went ahead and used our money for other people rather than ourselves. So to be honest with you, I've probably gotten Mrs. Reynolds a couple of Christmas presents, but they were before Christmas. So, yeah, I can't quite remember what they were, but, yep, she's awesome. All right, so it is going to be 3rd and 1, a successful challenge. Fumble! And the Vikings get on top of it. It's Van Ginkel who's there with the recovery. And the fans here at US Bank Stadium are losing their minds. And talk about a quick turn of events as we see Goff was not ready for that football. And Van Ginkel says, oh, is this just a Christmas gift for me? Don't mind if I just pick up this fumble and recover it under the Christmas tree, because it's a first down, Minnesota. And look at that. The Vikings defense have their 10th fumble recovery this season as Jared Goff goes on the sideline, and he is definitely not happy with his center snapping that football seemingly before he was ready. And now after the turnover, Minnesota set up with excellent field position here at the 16-yard line. And now 1st and 10. Minnesota hands it off here. Jones up the middle's got a lane, runs over the safety, and he gets about a gain of 9 yards on that carry. A nice hard run there from Aaron Jones Sr. And that's going to set up 2nd down and 1. And the Vikings are now knocking on that door for a score, baby.
It's on the injury report. Is he going to be up? And then you talk to Kevin.
What's up, Natalie? You said, what? Guess what my Aunt Shauna got me for Christmas? Well, let us know in the chat. Let's go. So now here we go. 2nd down and 2. Bosmer hands it off. Jones, right side, has enough for a 1st down. Minnesota. So that sets up 1st and goal now for the Vikings offense. A Denver Broncos shirt, Natalie? That is awesome. Love the Denver Broncos colors. Love the Denver Bronco logo. What's up, Carson? I can't wait till Stranger Things Volume 2. Heck yeah. My fantasy league ended last week. I would have had 3 in this game. Sorry to hear about that, Carson. So now here we go. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Bosmer in the shotgun looking to throw. 4-man rush and overthrows his intended target. He was trying to get the ball to Jefferson, but that was a terrible throw from the rookie quarterback. He tried to, I think, lay this up for the receiver, and it's just nowhere near close for the receiver Jefferson to try to catch that football way over his head. And Bosmer may have thought that Jefferson could have went up and grabbed that, but that was just an inaccurate football there. So Bosmer will look to improve off of that bad throw. So now 2nd and goal in the shotgun. 2 tight ends set. They'll hand it off. Jones right side. Oh, and Jones with the 2nd effort almost gets it across the goal line. And it's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 1-yard line. And Jones frustrated with himself after he broke the tackle from Hutchinson, but the safety's right there to prevent him from stretching that ball into the end zone. Oh, Carson, a Kelly Green Notre Dame jersey? That's awesome. You know, the Chiefs are playing the Denver Broncos today. Yeah, Natalie, honestly, if it wasn't for all the injuries on the Chiefs, we probably would have done that game here today. But instead, we're doing Detroit since they still got playoff implications in this game. And now 3rd and goal. Jones blown up, but he runs over the defender for a touchdown. Vikings! And Minnesota gets on the board first as they take advantage of the turnover, the fumble recovery by the defense on the messed up snap. And it's running back Aaron Jones Sr. who punches it in from the 1-yard line. And he does not go in quietly as he runs over the linebacker and barrels into the end zone for the 1st touchdown of this game. And that's only the 2nd rush TD for Aaron Jones this season. The extra point is up and good for the Vikings.
It was a turnover on a fumbled snap. Van Ginkel got the possession back. The veteran, Aaron Jones, 9th-year man, continues to rack him up.
There's going out to eat.
Boom, 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 boom. Heck yeah, let's go, let's go. All right, so we'll look at that last drive there for the Minnesota Vikings as they were able to take advantage of the great field position and the turnover from that botched snap there from the Detroit Lions offense. So looking at it here, they started from their own 16-yard line, and they take it in with a 5-play, 16-yard drive and a 1-yard run from Aaron Jones gives them the 7-0 lead here with 1:35 left to go in the first quarter. Appreciate you guys hanging out on the channel. Don't forget to please show your support with hitting that like button and subscribing to the Tim Reynolds Show. If you guys are interested in channel memberships, make sure you guys go check those out as well. Those are now live on my YouTube channel. Styling and profiling, baby. Let's go. Oh, Christmas tree, how beautiful your branches. Oh, Christmas tree, how beautiful you are on Christmas Eve. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, the love and merry it will be when you are decorated tree. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Alfie, how we doing, buddy? Glad you're here in the chat with us today. Good luck to your Kansas City Chiefs later on today, taking on the Denver Broncos. And oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, this is also another reason why I picked this game. Because guess what's coming up on halftime, baby? It's Snoop Claus flying in on his his Impala sleigh, baby. As he ready to come in and give us all a Christmas present we all deserve, which is a Snoop Doggy Dogg. He's the bomb. Snoop Doggy Dogg performance here at halftime. Let's go. So here we go. And we'll see a return here from the Lions and Kennedy. It's Kennedy with the return, number 85, to about the 35-yard line. Oh no, guys! The Peaky Blinders have invaded Skull Nation, and now we'll have to see what these boys are willing to do to get the Vikings a win here today. So now 1st and 10. Handoff here. Montgomery in the backfield runs over a defender, but gets only 2 yards on that carry. And nice to see the Lions utilizing David Montgomery. After this week on social media, he sort of showed his frustration on not being used enough in this offense. And if you ask me, I've definitely seen him not utilized as much over the last 4 weeks or so. And for David Montgomery, this guy's a workhorse. You have got to find a way to feed him. I mean, look at this. Last week, 4 rushes for 14 yards. That's not going to cut it if you're Detroit. So 2nd and 8 now after that 2-yard gain at the 32-yard line. Goff is in the shotgun here. He's going to look to throw. The Vikings are showing blitz. And now looking to throw. Goff rolling to his right under pressure. And it's caught! Williams over the middle of the field. And it's a first down. Lions! And what a catch there from Williams as Jared Goff was able to find his target, rolling to the right, avoiding the sack, and gets to his receiver. What a beautiful throw as Williams comes back to his quarterback on that route and makes a fantastic grab near midfield. So a gain there of 15 yards, and now it's 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. So Goff under center, putting Gibbs in motion, who's at the receiver position, and Goff will let the clock run out, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Minnesota Vikings lead the Detroit Lions 7-0 after 1 quarter here in this Christmas game day football matchup. Thank you guys for hanging out on the channel. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the Tim Reynolds Show. Ooh, PGA 2K25. That sounds pretty cool, Carson. Heck yeah, man. And Keith's like, yeah, Carson, you should have used the Jags defense. Heck yeah, man. Holy crap, look at Carson busting out the rap lyrics. What? You better be careful, Carson. Don't be cussing in here, man. You better watch yourself, bro. You better watch yourself, bro. Oh man! All right, so we got more commercials here. All right, we got to sing some more Christmas carols, man. We got to sing some more Christmas carols. What you guys think, huh? Oh, wait a minute, guys. I got something special for y'all. Haven't got to show this off yet, but I'm sure you guys may have seen it a little bit. Well, let's give you guys a pretty good reveal for. Bam! Look at that! The Grinch is hanging out here in Tim Reynolds Show's bedroom. Hey, let's go! It's Tim Reynolds Show, baby! You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5 football. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Yes, you are. Your heart's an empty hole. Your soul is full of spiders, and you guys got it in your soul, oh, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 69.5 football. And look at that. We got a nice little decoration for the start of the second quarter. It's all snowy and icy. Look at the logos with the Santa hats. Ain't that so cute? I'll have two of whatever's team drinking. I haven't started drinking yet, dog. I just energy drink. Let's go. So here we go. Goff hands it off. Gibbs up the middle. Nice carry across midfield. Gets it up to about the 48. We'll see where they mark it here. Should be a gain of about 6.
Critical challenge and fumble recovery by Van Ginkel sets you guys up in the red zone nicely. What do you think about Max Brosner's pocket presence and progression?
So Gibbs with his third carry of the game. And for the Lions offense, they've got to control the line of scrimmage here in this one and the time of possession, which should definitely help tire out that Minnesota Vikings defense. Come on, guys. Let's keep the chat bumping. Make sure you share this live stream with your friends and family. And here goes Gibbs on the left side. And oh, Gibbs fumble! Fumble, and the Vikings have it. And Gibbs is upset with himself because the huge hit from the Minnesota defender knocks the ball loose, and it goes on the turf. And Minnesota gets on top of it for a first down. Vikings. And looking here, what a big play. It's actually the linebacker, I believe, Cashman, who was tangling up. He's tackling him here. And no, it was Wilson, number 55, as Cashman, the linebacker, was coming in, grabbing Gibbs for the tackle. Wilson rips that football out as the safety comes in with the big hit on Gibbs, and Jared Goff cannot believe it. So 2 turnovers in a row. When's the last time you seen that for Detroit? And the second fumble recovery today for the Vikings, and they toss it to Jones. Left side, Aaron Jones about 2 yards on that carry, and he gets up to about the 45-yard line. So that's going to be 2nd down and 8 now coming up for Minnesota.
The game was actually week 7 against Tampa Bay, but the Vikings...
Heck yeah, tell him, baby. Yo, what's up, dude? We got Jay and Joshua. Brian Flores should get a head coaching opportunity this season. Without a doubt, Joshua. And hey, once again, guys, I want to take some time to give a big shout out here to Joshua W., one of our members here on Tim Reynolds Show, who donated a Christmas donation to Tim Reynolds Show here today of $200. And I'm really appreciative of that here today. Thank you, man. Shout out to you. 2nd down and 8 for Minnesota. Bosmer in the shotgun, looking to throw. Right side, thought, oh, and what a juggling grab by the tight end as he somehow brings that one in for a big grab, and it'll be 3rd down. What a play. Bosmer over the middle. It bobbles it right to his tight end, who somehow still ends up with the football with Anzalone all over him. And it's Ben Sims, my apologies, who's taken over for TJ Hawkinson, who is out of this game due to injury. Yeah, Mrs. Reynolds, everybody, make sure you please give a shout out to Joshua W. in the chat for his beautiful $200 Christmas donation today. And now, we seem to have a penalty marker here, and it's going to be a false start on the Vikings offense, and that's going to back them up 5 yards here. Jay says, what's up, Tim? Hope you're having a great Christmas. Were they playing Roman Reigns' theme early in the game? They might have. They might have. All right, so 3rd and 10 now coming up for the Vikings offense after that penalty marker pushes them back to the 47-yard line. That's their first penalty today. So Bosmer's in the shotgun once again. It's a 3 wide receiver set. The fullback Ham on his left side. Bosmer, may have just got him here. And no, looks like another false start on Minnesota. And after the Vikings get a turnover and great field position here to take a 2-score lead, they are now imploding with back-to-back false start penalties.
You see his frustration after putting it on the deck.
Yeah, I just say this. Bottom line, you were 3rd and 5, and now you're 3rd and 15. And so maybe just not try to be cute. Just get up there, get the ball snapped.
Dude, Keith, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you always, man. Dude, Joshua, seriously, man, you almost brought some tears to my eyes. I really appreciate you, dog. And now here we go. Bosmer looking to throw. Under pressure. Getting around the sack. No, it's Hutchinson who's there to trip up the quarterback. And he goes down for the sack. And Hutchinson with his 2nd sack here of this first half. And that gives him 12.5 on the season. And what a big sack there from number 97 as he dove for the ankles of the quarterback as Bosmer tried to get away. And Minnesota lucky to not get another penalty flag there with illegal hands to the face on Hutchinson, who's able to get around that and the right tackle to bring down the quarterback for Minnesota. And now a nice punt here, and that will go into the end zone, and that will be a touchback here for the Detroit Lions offense as they get ready to come back on the field, trailing 7-0 here in this 2nd quarter.
After 2 straight turnovers, we'll try to figure it out.
All right, let's give everybody a score update here. All right, thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody as well. I appreciate y'all. And, man, Minnesota's got to be kicking themselves right now. It's a quick 3 and out after the turnover by their defense. And for Minnesota, these are the kind of mistakes that have been plaguing them all year long. Not able to take advantage of the great defensive play that we've seen from these Minnesota Vikings throughout the year. They've got back-to-back turnovers here. They get a touchdown on the first one, but now on this one, no points. It's a 3-play, negative 12-yard drive for Minnesota as they actually get pushed back so far that they don't even end up with a field goal attempt here to give them at least 3 points to put them up by 2 scores. Instead, it's a 7-point ball game. Minnesota has to punt the ball back to Detroit, who gets it on the touchback here at the 20-yard line. But yeah, guys, as we get ready to get back to the play-by-play here on commercial break, I just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from Tim Reynolds Show. And I also want to wish you guys a Happy New Year. And never forget the reason for the season, guys. And always make sure that you pay it forward. Treat people the way that you want to be treated. But also make sure, guys, that you cherished your loved ones, your family, your friends, as many people as you can that care about you, that are in your lives. Because you know what? For me, guys, honestly, it's one of those things where, especially when you lose someone so close to you, it's a reminder of how precious life is, you know? We don't have a lot of time on this earth, man, so make the best of it and make sure you show appreciation and love for the people that you care about and love in your lives, guys. All right, there we go. Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds. I hope you have a great Christmas, says Joshua. Appreciate you, brother. Stay tuned for halftime. Tim will give you the stats for both teams. That's right, Keith. We'll give you guys the halftime stat recap right here on Tim Reynolds Show as we get ready for the halftime break here coming up soon. And stay blessed, Carson. Appreciate you too as well, guys. Merry Christmas to everybody. And hey, happy birthday, Jesus. Let's go. All right, so 1st and 10 coming up now for Detroit. Who gets back there on offense? So now, Goff in trouble, under pressure, and he's going to go down for the sack, and Van Ginkel almost comes up with another fumble, trying to rip it out of the hands of Jared Goff, who had no time to throw the football. And we see here Minnesota sends a blitz. Van Ginkel coming from the left side or the right side of the line. He gets right to the quarterback for the sack. So a loss of 6 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 16. And that's already 2 sacks for the Minnesota Vikings defense and 3 for Detroit. So here we go. 2nd down and 16. Goff is in the shotgun. It's a 3 wide receiver set. Gibbs in the backfield. Lined up on the left hash. Looking to throw here. Goff over the middle. Incomplete. Looking for Gibbs in the middle of the field. And not able to complete that one. So a big 3rd down and 16 coming up here for Detroit. Dude, Carson, happy birthday to your sister. A Christmas birthday? That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, 3rd and 16 backed up. All the momentum on Minnesota's side right now.
And who knows, maybe Santa Claus will come visit the chat too. Man, I hope we get some more people on, guys. Let's go. So Jared Goff looking to throw. Quick snap. Looking. Plenty of time over the middle. It's caught. Tesla with the grab across the 40 to the 42-yard line. And it's a 1st down. Lions. And Tesla with a big grab. He comes from the right side of the field completely over the middle. And Goff finds him wide open in the middle of the defense for a gain of 28 yards and a 1st down. Detroit.
Deep in cuts too. Then a guy like that, they dropped out on the pressure that time and gave Goff plenty of opportunity.
Well, Carson, without a doubt, that's what your sister should get. So 1st and 10 in the backfield. Gibbs met, but somehow able to get across the line of scrimmage. And Gibbs showing off the speed and footwork as he was able to avoid the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
And Pro Football Hall of Famer, the one and only Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders!
I'm doing great. Great seeing you guys. Noah, Drew, how's it going?
You too. Excellent.
Fantastic, man. So, all right, we get to see this Lions team. Obviously, the season has not necessarily gone the way that everybody intended it to go, but this offense is still so just phenomenal to watch when they're playing at their best. When you're watching them...
Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds. 2nd down and 9 now for Detroit. Garrett Goff in the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set. Goff snaps it. Blitz. Patted down, and the Vikings defense was ready for that play. Goff trying to get rid of the football quickly. Then Minnesota sent the blitz, and they blocked that one down.
Behind this offensive line, absolutely. But I'm proud of just how they play.
And Netflix actually interviewing Barry Sanders, believe it or not, guys. This is so cool.
This Lions offense can strike at any time.
Oh, okay, Carson. All right, so 3rd down and 9 at the 43-yard line. Goff in the shotgun here. It's a 3 wide receiver set. 1 tight end with Gibbs in the backfield to the left on the left hash. Minnesota sends 4. Under pressure, Goff gets rid of it. It's caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown with the grab across the 45 to the 44-yard line. And it's a 1st down, Lions. And a nice comeback route for Amon-Ra St. Brown as Goff finds his number 1 target there with a beautiful catch and enough for the 1st down. And a gain of 14 for number 14 on the play.
Honestly, I think they're having a lot more success by trying to light this offense up.
Well, good timing here because, Barry, I want to ask you about...
So toss play, Gibbs, right side, breaking tackles, still on his feet to the 35-yard line. Excellent effort there from Gibbs.
But watching him, what stands out to you the most about how he handles his business on the field?
He's just an exciting runner. I mean,
What's up, Snakey?
one of those guys where every time he touches the ball.
And now after that nice gain of about 9 yards, it's going to set up 2nd down and 1 here for the Lions.
You know, suddenness about his game, and sometimes it looks like he's literally in fast forward where everyone else is going in regular speed. So it's been fun watching it.
So Gibbs now going to carry, breaks a tackle and gets it up to about the 30, and that's enough for a 1st down.
You just get the feelings.
So nice play there from Gibbs, who you can tell is definitely running angry. And you see the most touchdowns in his first 3 seasons in NFL history. Gibbs with 48, passing the great Barry Sanders for the most touchdowns through his first 3 NFL seasons in NFL history.
You feed these running backs. David Montgomery in the game now.
So now Montgomery is in there at the running back position. It's a 3 wide receiver set. They're bunched up with the tight end on the right side. Lined up on the left hash. Goff in the shotgun. Minnesota showing blitz here. Minnesota sends an extra pass rusher. They pick it up. And Goff has to throw that one in the dirt. It's incomplete, intended for Amon-Ra St. Brown. And you can tell Jared Goff getting frustrated here with the lack of protection from his offensive line.
And having an appreciation.
Keith, I appreciate you, man. Merry Christmas to you, brother.
And then just pushing the right buttons, demanding excellence from guys and demanding just great competition and really kind of understanding, that's sort of what Detroit is. It's a blue collar.
So 2nd down and 10. Goff under center here. Ball at the 30-yard line. They are in field goal range. Goff, play action, looking to throw here. Gets it to Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra blown up in the backfield. And guess who? It's Harrison Smith, the veteran safety, making the tackle for a huge loss on that play. So now 3rd down and 15 coming up for the Lions as this Minnesota defense is showing up here today on Christmas Day, baby.
Since he's taken over as play caller, he's had pretty good instincts. In his time.
And this drive been the longest drive of the game thus far for Detroit, but they still have 0 points on the board. 3rd down and 15. 3 wide receivers spread out to the right side. Goff in the shotgun, lined up on the left hash. Gibbs in the backfield. Minnesota showing blitz here. They send a rusher. Gibbs, looking. Goff breaks a sack. Goff throws. It's caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown with the grab, and it's a 1st down. Lions. And somehow Jared Goff was able to avoid the blitz as they sent 6 pass rushers here, or 5 I should say, and Wilson was right there almost getting to the quarterback before Goff was able to scramble to his right side, avoid the sack, and throw that one up to a wide open Amon-Ra St. Brown, who makes the grab inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 23 and a 1st down and 10 at the 12 from Detroit. Lined up under center, Jared Goff, 2 tight end set. They hand it off. Gibbs, right side. Gibbs, air across the 10, but stuffed down after only a gain of 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 coming up now for the Lions.
How much more pride do you have watching as a father than you did as a player?
No, I mean, there's great pride having a chance to watch my sons. I was fortunate to have a great dad who loved sports and was always a big supporter for me. And so it's really great that I have a chance to do the same thing for them.
How about that, guys? Barry Sanders' kids. One's a Toledo running back, Noah Sanders, and the other one is a Michigan State basketball player. So really, really cool. Oh, you have King of Kings in promotion, St. Brown on my Fox Super 6. That's awesome. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not a good sign here for Detroit. As Penei Sewell, pretty much the only guy who's been healthy all year long on that offensive line, is down here, and it does not look good from the faces of the players and his teammates on the sideline and on the field. So as the trainers look over Penei Sewell, I hope he's okay, but so far he still remains sitting on the field. Oh, really? Dude, Joshua, this is such a weird coincidence because my wife is actually in the fantasy championship game in our family fantasy league this year. This is her 1st year playing, and Jared Goff is her starting quarterback. Yeah, right now, guys, this Minnesota Vikings defense is bringing it right now. They are really disrupting the pass protection for this offensive line for the Detroit Lions, and that has seemingly been a problem for them for a lot this year. The pass protection has not been great for Jared Goff, and even though the numbers for this Lions offense look pretty legit, one of the best offenses in the NFL, and they don't turn the ball over a lot, even though we've already seen them turn the ball over twice here in this first half with 2 different fumbles that were recovered by Minnesota's defense. So we'll have to see here what this Lions offense has in store with the rest of the second quarter and in the second half. Sweet dreams are made of these. We're walking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Everyone's dancing merrily to the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly, walking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Everyone's dancing merrily. And now we're seeing a replay here, and oh man, Penei Sewell's left ankle gets rolled up on, and he's out of the game now. 2nd down and 8, handoff, Gibbs up the middle, stuffed right there after a 1-yard gain, and that's going to be 3rd down and long here for Detroit. Heck yeah, Roy, what's going on, man? Appreciate you, bro. But I've carried with CMC, Bijan, Olave. Damn, dude. Plus I'm starting Ty Warren, Mike Evans, Bucky Irvin, Pat's D. Dude, Pat's kicker and Broncos D. That's a good team there, Josh. That's a good team, man. Heck yeah. All right, let's go, guys. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit me up with those super chats if you guys have any football questions or shout-outs. 3rd and 8 here. Goff in the shotgun. Looking to throw. 3 wide receiver set, left side. Caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown's right there, but what a beautiful tackle by Van Ginkel. Wilson was there as well to help out his fellow linebacker, but I think they're going to be short of the 1st down marker. We'll see where they spot it. And yeah, Amon-Ra with a nice effort there, but I don't think he got to that 1st down marker. But it's going to be 4th down and inches. Here's a sideline view, and yep. I'm pretty sure that ball is short of that 2-yard line. So 4th and 1, they did spot the ball correctly here. Lions will stay out on offense. It's going to be a jumbo set, an I formation here for Goff, who's under center. It's Montgomery in the backfield. They moved the tight end to the left side, and now they put the tight end in motion. Montgomery with the handoff, but wait a minute, there's a whistle here. And we've got a flag.
Or is it? It looks like
no way.
It's a deeper conversation. Not sure that there was a timeout called. Is there maybe a potential question as to whether that spot was correct on Amon-Ra St. Brown's catch?
So the referee's still discussing something here. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. And a bunch of boos here from the Viking faithful. And not sure exactly what's going on. And guys, this has been a regular theme for these NFL referees this year. Getting calls in late, taking their time. You got to think they're doing like an expedited review here on this. But I thought the first couple angles we've seen were very vivid that he did not get to that 1st down marker.
Does he get the ball inside of the 2?
There's no issues with the game clock. 4th down.
All right, issue with the game clock.
So they were trying to figure out the game clock, I guess. Man, this is... Yikes, man. The referees do not look like they have their stuff together, guys.
Here's the
I'm going to try to get out to some lakes and fish with a brand new bait caster. Heck yeah, Carson. Thank you, man.
Touchdown would be more helpful to Detroit. Giovanni Ricci.
So here we go. Ball on the 3-yard line. They're going to go for it on 4th and 1. It's an I formation. Montgomery in the backfield. They'll hand it off. Montgomery right side. Montgomery. And he bulldozes the defender. And looks like that should be enough for a first down. Lions. And what a gutsy call there from Dan Campbell. And Montgomery shows off the power here. Running on the right side. The right end gets to him. But David Montgomery refuses to go down after first contact.
Are we sure he got inside the 2? He's got that ball right out front. He looks like he's right at the 2-yard line.
So good call there from the referees. And a great spot. But it looks like the Vikings are going to challenge it. I think this is going to be one they're going to lose here, though, folks. It does look like Montgomery got enough for the first down here. We'll look at the replay once again. And, yep, I don't see anything there that says otherwise. All right, thank you for hanging out on Tim Reynolds Show. Just want to give you guys a Merry Christmas shout out from your boy here on Tim Reynolds Show. Hope you guys are having a great holiday. Yeah. Yeah, Joshua, gotta agree with you, buddy. Gotta agree with you. Just not enough there to overturn that. It does look like Montgomery just gets there to that line of gain, but nothing to overturn that call in the favor of the Vikings challenge. So therefore, the Vikings are going to lose this challenge, lose another timeout. They'll be down to 1 timeout remaining here in the first half. Wow. Nice. Got the big burps, dude. And where's all my people at? Where's all the people at, man? Hey, Elvis, sing us some White Christmas. I've been dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. I've been dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones we all love to know. Heck yeah. Real animal. Let's go. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. It'd be so blue thinking about you, and all those Christmas arrive, and the big apple pie, as I have a blue Christmas. Yeah, come on, baby.
From Minnesota, Chiefs territory, what'd you see?
Yeah, no, I understand the challenge by Coach O'Connor, but the down the line cam shows clearly the ball got to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, Detroit.
So here we go, 1st and goal, handoff Montgomery, and he's stuffed in the backfield, and the Vikings defense makes the stop on 1st and goal. So now 2nd down and goal coming up for the Lions offense. And this Vikings defense came to play. Brian Flores, what a great defensive coordinator. This guy should definitely be in consideration for a head coaching job this offseason.
77 yards down.
My 3 female cats just fainted. Way to go, Keith. Hell yeah.
The second quarter, the Detroit offense looking to finish off strong.
Look at that. I'm making them pussycats faint. Let's go. Yeah. All right, guys, we have reached the 2-minute warning. It's a 7-0 game, and I guess we got to try to make this somewhat more entertaining, don't we? Because, man, we only got 5 people in the chat. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Come on. It's like nobody on YouTube today? Oh my gosh! What is going on here?
Older sibling, single, alone. Joe, listen, buddy.
Guys, Tom Grossi is wearing a Minnesota Vikings jersey. What is the world coming to? Not sure why he's doing that. Yo, somebody go spam our chat and Tom Grossi's chat. Yeah, go spam our live stream and Tom Grossi's chat, guys. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I've been dreaming of a white Christmas. You're right, I do got the best 5 on the stream. What's up, Shardy saying go Bills? Carson in the chat as well. Appreciate you, Joshua and Mrs. Reynolds. Let's go. Whoop, 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 whoop. I dare you, Keith. I dare you. 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 I dare you.
And of course, at halftime, we'll be doing some raids of smaller creators as well. Yes.
We gotta try to get the raid. We gotta try to get the raid. All right, see you, man. Be right back. All right, guys, so second down and goal from the 2-yard line here for the Lions. It's a jumbo set, 1 wide receiver, Montgomery in the backfield. Goff under center, play action, looking to throw. Goff left side, incomplete. Looking for his tight end, and Goff just overthrows him.
Yeah, Goff's going to wish he had this one back. They set the play up perfectly. Had the entire defense's eyes moving there to the right side. Giovanni Ricci, who yet to record a catch for Detroit this year, would have gotten his first touchdown.
Now it's 3rd and goal, and it feels like knowing Dan Campbell, you've got 2 plays to pound it in.
Even better.
So 3rd and goal. Here we go. Handoff. Montgomery right side. And he's stuffed in the backfield. And Minnesota's defense comes up with another big stop. It's going to be 4th and goal. Detroit.
It is 4th and goal, and what do you do? Play calling has not been great for the Lions right now.
4th and goal, and there was really never a question.
That's fine, it helps out their channel. That's all good. I saw some defense contractors advertising on YouTube. Tom, click my link below for 50% off.
So here we go. 4th and goal, and it looks like the Lions are going to go for it here. A little surprised by this, but we'll see what happens. And they're going to take a timeout here, so 1:10 remaining for Detroit. Hey, guys, it's Christmas, so I appreciate every single one of y'all that are hanging out here today, man. Please make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And, hey, guys, if you feel like donating or sending some super chats for the holiday, I really would appreciate it. So thank you, guys. If you have any football questions or any shout-outs, you guys can hit me up with those super chats. And if not, we've always got channel memberships that are live on my YouTube channel as well here on Tim Reynolds Show. And if not, guys, you can always just show your support by hitting that like button and coming here and hanging out with us in the chat. And, man, look at the fans here in Minnesota getting on their feet. It's going to be 4th and goal for the Lions offense, and they're going to stay out on the field and go for it instead of taking the easy 3 points. Yeah, right, Joshua? It does feel like that. So now here we go. 4th and goal. Jared Goff is in the shotgun. The ball is at the 4-yard line. Montgomery is right to Goff on the right hash. 3 wide receivers set. The Vikings look like they're going to rush 4. And now here Goff, plenty of time over the middle. And it's caught! What a grab by Tesla! And it's a touchdown, Lions! And Tesla can barely hold his breath here as he struggles to get off of the turf. But the Lions are on the board, and the Vikings defense can't believe it. Jared Goff with the dagger. One hell of a throw right in the middle of 2 defenders. And Tesla goes up and makes the incredible, difficult grab and then hangs on the big fall from the huge leaping catch. And it's a touchdown, Lions!
That is his 5th touchdown of the year, and actually his 4th in the last 5 games.
Way to go, Keith. Thank you, thank you.
As of late for Jared Goff in this offense.
What a rookie campaign.
And what a touchdown there.
Get towards the red zone, and you know
Detroit.
Goff was looking for 18.
I was going to say 14 catches, 6 touchdowns, so all he does is catch touchdowns.
You're good at that. You went to play. You're good at that.
And that's his 6th touchdown reception this year for the rookie, Isaac Tesla.
Throw it to the big man.
Extra point from Bates. We are all even at 7.
Yeah, let's go. It's Tim Reynolds Show.
At a high level. Stay tuned for the Tide halftime report. Jamie,
All right, guys. Halftime report coming up here soon. And guys, wow. Look at this last drive for the Detroit Lions. 19 plays, 80 yards, and a 4-yard touchdown pass from Jared Goff on 4th and goal after it looked like Minnesota finally made a stop to force the field goal attempt. Unfortunately, Detroit says, we going for it, baby, and they get the touchdown on 4th and goal to tie it at 7 apiece with a minute left in the first half.
fact of the matter is you've kept it for nearly 2 decades.
For a special occasion.
Right, but have you worn it since 2006?
No, I haven't.
That's
No.
unbelievable.
I
You still have it.
Had to dust it off a little bit. It actually came with a white pair of pants. They were a little bit baggy. You know, remember 2006?
Sure.
That was a little different.
Sure.
And I put it on, getting ready for this trip, and walked down in the closet. My wife was like, "You look like Colonel Sanders." Like, okay, well maybe I'll just do the job.
Did you bring any chicken at least? Some gravy? I was thinking more LeBron James 2003 draft day.
Keith, I appreciate you, man. Keith, I hope you're doing well. Sending good prayers and good vibes your ways, healing prayers your way, man. After what you're going through with your health, man, I do appreciate you still coming on here and showing support to the channel, brother.
Sky Cam coverage is presented by
Bum ba bum bum ba da bum.
timeout for Minnesota.
Ba 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 da ba.
It'll be the Lions who get the football to start the second half.
Shibbity doo wop.
Won the toss.
Shoo-doo, shibbity doo wop. Shoo-doo, shibbity doo wop.
Excellent field position to start this drive. We'll see if Max Brosmer, as he did last week late in the game against the Giants, can get some points on the board late in this first half.
Yeah, I'm just interested to see how aggressive they're going to be with the young quarterback.
Heck yeah, Keith. Just remember to stay positive, buddy. Stay positive. So now in the shotgun, 1st and 10 for Minnesota at the 35-yard line. It's a 3 wide receiver set. Bosmer looking to throw under pressure, and he gets rid of it. It's incomplete. And the rookie quarterback makes a smart move there, throwing that one away. It'll be 2nd down and 10. And there's a flag, though, on the play late in this one. And this one's going against the Lions. It's illegal contact, which will be an automatic 1st down for the Vikings. And man, the Lions here not getting their shiznit together.
Nonetheless, you can run the football, you can throw a screen. Fast up to the ball. Certainly.
All right, so with 59 seconds remaining after the penalty, it's 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Bosmer in the shotgun. They've got 3 wide receivers set to the right. They put Justin Jefferson in motion from right to left. Looking to throw. Bosmer gets it to his running back. Jones with a nice grab. A gain of maybe 3 or 4 yards. It sets up 2nd down here. Bosmer trying to get things going quickly.
striker as your kicker. He's got a big leg. He's made from 62.
So now in the shotgun, 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw here. Bosmer under pressure. Goes down for the sack. And what a big play there by the Lions defense. And that's Muhammad, number 98, who's been a big playmaker for this Lions defense. And it's actually number 96, Muhammad, who comes in, makes another spectacular sack. And now we'll see Minnesota take their last timeout.
Continuing the tradition,
Woo-wee.
Lions and the Vikings players are wearing festive holiday-inspired uniforms.
And maybe some singing and dancing. You never know, Keith. We're feeling a little jolly. We're feeling a little merry today. I think we gotta get up and get going today, man. We might just keep it in here the whole halftime, dude. We might just keep it grooving and bumping and grooving and bumping. You know what we doing? Oh yeah. Cause we're feeling good, like I should. When I walk around the neighborhood, feeling blessed. So 3rd and 16 now for the Vikings. Bosmer looking to throw here, under pressure, gets rid of it. Jones over the middle. Jones makes a nice move, and he's tackled down at the 44-yard line, but Jones a little slow to get up here, and that's not a good sign for the Vikings.
10 yards on the catch and run. And they're going to have to tend to this starting back.
And that was a tough tackle there, it looks like. Campbell was right there, and ooh, ouch. That left knee of Aaron Jones gets twisted up really badly, man. And that did not look good for the running back Jones, and that is a bad-looking tackle there, man. I hope he's okay.
I don't care. I got to out there. If Jordan can't go, I need to go help my team. He will limp towards the sideline. With 26 seconds left in this.
And oh boy, that's not good there for the Vikings. Jones limping off the field, and hopefully he's okay, but I don't imagine we'll see Jones back in this football game, folks.
Collie Raymond is running towards the sideline. I think they're just going to let this punt go. Now he's coming towards the line of scrimmage. They'll come after the punt maybe, and then allow it to roll all the way back and a little aggressive.
Sometimes obviously you may lose a little bit of time as that ball's bouncing around, just having somebody back there to catch it.
So looks like the Lions aren't even going to have a return man here. They're going to try to go all out and block this punt here. So 4th down and 6 from the 44-yard line. Minnesota trying to punt the ball away with 26 seconds remaining.
Here they come.
And a nice punt. Nobody back to return. As we see the punter tries to pin him deep, and he won't be able to do it.
Great hustle play down the field by Ty Felton. He just couldn't get there about a half second too late.
And if you're the punter from Minnesota, that's a missed opportunity for you. And we see here, the Lions make the playoffs with a win today, a win next week at Chicago. Green Bay loses the last 2 games versus Baltimore and at Minnesota.
Against the Vikings. If that all happens, the Lions will get the 7th seed. Dan Campbell said, I don't really...
Yeah, Joshua, you're right about that, man. A lot of injuries already in this one. And look at that. Just as we mentioned it, it looks like Penei Sewell is back out there at right tackle for the Lions on this next series. That's a good sign there for Detroit. So 1st and 10 for the Lions. Ball at the 20-yard line with 18 seconds remaining. Goff in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers set to the right. Ball on the left hash. Minnesota showing blitz here. They rush 5. Minnesota gets pressure. Goff rolling around. Goff goes down for the sack. Once again, this Minnesota defense comes up big, and Jared Goff will jog off the field, and it's going to take us into halftime. It's a 7-7 ball game, baby. All right, Mrs. Reynolds, come get your halftime kisses, baby. Let's go. Mrs. Reynolds, super chat for kisses. Let's go. Keith, I love you, dude. That is awesome. Tell my own wife to super chat for kisses. That's awesome. All right, guys, and welcome to TimReynoldsShow's Halftime Stat Recap Report. And thank you, guys. Appreciate you hanging out on the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from your boy, Tim, on Tim Reynolds Show. All right, guys, so we'll go over the Detroit Lions here on this stat recap first. As we see, Jared Goff went 9 for 13 with 103 yards and 1 passing touchdown in that first half. But Goff was also sacked 3 times by this Minnesota Vikings defense, with Jahmyr Gibbs being the leading ball carrier with 9 carries for 28 yards. David Montgomery with only 5 carries for 6 yards in this game. That is not going to cut it for this Detroit Lions rushing attack. As we see Amon-Ra St. Brown with 5 catches for 46 yards, and Isaiah Tesla with 2 catches for 32 yards and a touchdown grab. Jamison Williams with only 1 catch for 15 yards, and Jahmyr Gibbs has 1 catch for 10 yards to go with his total of 28 rushing yards. That gives him 38 total yards from scrimmage here already in the first half, and not a really good first half offensively for this Detroit Lions team. They had a long possession, that third possession of the game there in the second quarter, but other than that, we really haven't seen the Lions been able to do much here. The defensive line for Minnesota has been wreaking havoc, collapsing that pocket and forcing Jared Goff out of his protection zone and out of his comfortability to be able to throw the ball downfield. So the big play offense has not been there thus far for this Detroit Lions squad. So looking at this here, the Detroit Lions offensive line is going to look to have to protect Jared Goff a lot better heading into this second half. Now, guys, going over the Minnesota Vikings stat recap here, we see the rookie Max Brosmer, I should say, 6 for 8 for only 27 passing yards there in that first half. He actually has a net of negative 12 yards passing in this one, guys. That's crazy to think about, and how the Vikings are still in this game with the way this offense has been producing. I have no idea, man. Their defense is what's really keeping him in the game right now. Aaron Jones, 10 carries for 37 yards and a touchdown on the ground. But unfortunately for Aaron Jones, he did go out just late in that second quarter with an apparent knee injury. So hopefully he's okay. Justin Jefferson with 2 catches for 14 yards. Aaron Jones adds 3 catches for 10 yards to his total for 47 total scrimmage yards in the first half. And then Ben Sims is the only other receiver with the catch for 3 yards in this offense for Minnesota. And we'll go ahead and look over the team stats for everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Dun, dun, dun. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. Bump, 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 bump. All right, so let's go ahead and go over the team stats here. Oh, hi, Mrs. Reynolds. How are you today?
Hi.
Merry Christmas to my
Merry
beautiful, lovely wife. Do you want to show off your Christmas outfit?
Merry Christmas!
Heck yeah, guys. Even wearing the Buccaneers Christmas hat. I love it. Can I have a kiss, please? Mwah. Thank you, baby.
I love you.
Love you too. All right, guys. So for the Minnesota Vikings, we see they've got 6 first downs only in this first half. They were 2 for 6 on third down, so not very efficient on offense whatsoever. As we look, they had a total amount of 36 yards in the first half with technically negative 12 passing yards. This is not a good start for this offense here for Minnesota. Their defense is really keeping them in the game right now, guys. For the Detroit Lions, they've got 8 first downs in this one, 3 for 7 on third down, and 2 for 2 on fourth down in that first half. With a total of 119 yards, this is not the usual high-flying offense that we see from Detroit. With this Minnesota Vikings defense and the defensive coordinator, Brian Flores, really having the number for Dan Campbell's offense, and Detroit has not been able to get anything going thus far in the first half compared to their standards. Now, when you look at what Minnesota's done on offense, it's really not making a difference right now. Detroit's defense has really came to play as well, and we'll see which defense ends up prevailing here in the second half, or whether or not we will see these two offenses sort of keep up and get things going here going forward. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out on the channel. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I just to disagree? Look at that. Small channels getting the Tom Grossi Ross posse. Let's go. Love Tom Grossi, man. That guy's an inspiration. An inspiration. Hopefully one of these days I'd like to collab with him. That would be a dream come true, to do a collaboration with Mr. Tom Grossi or Mr. Pat McAfee. That's for sure. That's for sure, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out here for this live stream play-by-play. Even though we haven't had very many people in the chat today, we've had some really, really good, loyal fans in the chat today. Uh-oh! Let's go, baby! Yeah, that's right. Breaking down in Minnesota tonight. Yo, you know what time it is. It's Christmas Day up in here. You know what time it is. That's right. Motherfucker, you double G Snoop Dogg. Da 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 da. You know I'm rocking with the D-R-E. Yeah. It up. You asserted it up. It up. Eat the burger, it up. One of them nuggets, come on. It up. It up. Come on. Yeah. Feel it. Feel the beat. Come on. Come on. Yeah. You know. Get it, Snoop. Get it, Snoop. Yeah. Good chick, shut your trap. Boom, 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 boom. Merry Christmas! It's Snoop Doggy Dogg. Of my favorite things. To the foe. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door. And did some back on up. Did you fix shit up? Take a bubble. Did you know it was trouble? But a G thing, baby. Two broke down, going crazy. Where's the label that pays me? Take the double string. Raise that hand. Under the stand. Deceptive. To be remembering her, man, and learning her, man, and at the same time earning her, man. You right, Joshua? There's no Holyfield. There's no how I feel. That rocky stuff. This and like this and it's like this and like that and like this and it's like this and like that and like this and so just chill to the next episode. Bum bum bum. Come on! Yeah! Feel it in your beat! Come on! Yeah! Get off your feet! Huh! Come on! That's right! Break it down! It's Christmas Day! Feel the joy in your soul. Break it down. What you about right now? If you got a dream, follow that shit right now. Let's go. Woo! Yeah. Break it down. Show what we're talking about right now. Woo! The true love gave to me. Golden rings. Break it down. Yeah. That's right. We golden in this motherfucker. Ow. Huh.
Hey, look at that quote.
Pop it like it's hot, pop it like it's hot, pop it like it's hot. When the players try to get to you, park it like it's hot, park it like it's hot, park it like it's hot. And my Porsche on gone cause I'm rolling the best weed and I got it going on. Dude, with the ice creams. You see these ice cubes? I see these ice creams. $1 million dream. I'm balling here right now on Tim Reynolds Show. Gotta show my passion right here. That's why we tear it up. Knowing it's Christmas Day, we gotta bless y'all up. And I know we about to tear it down like we know Snoop Dogg, and we know that we about to be on the show. Oh! Take 4B. Scoop! Woo! Bah! 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 Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh, Snoop Dogg! Snoop Dogg! Yeah. Oh, the bomb!
I went so up on that ass, but it's still the same. Long Beach is the spot where my surf came. But you did not slip, cause 9 trips ain't the years it for me to place I found. So I ain't holding nothing back. And once again, I got 5 on a 20 shot. It's like that, as a matter of fact. Because I never hesitate to put a move on it fast.
Doggy, dog, the bomb, Snoop Doggy, dog. Come on, come on, get off your feet, come on, yeah, it's Christmas Day, come on, make sure you bless up somebody, everybody, let's go today. You better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Ow, ow, ow. When you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town, oh yeah, Santa Claus is coming to town. I said, Santa Claus is coming to town. Ow! Sing it, lady! Go, girl! Woo! That halftime killed it! Let's go, Snoop! We still going? Dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the one I used to know. When the stars listen and the children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Oh, tears. Tears of joy. Oh, Merry Christmas to you, Snoop Doggy Dogg. What a halftime show, baby.
On the way.
And look at that, even Martha Stewart is there, baby. Woo! What a halftime show. Gosh, dang it, boy, was that fun. That was awesome. Woo-hoo-hoo! Man, Snoop Dogg killed it, baby.
Back on
Medic.
It's Chris
See lightning. Grease lightning, you're running up the line. Grease lightning, oh, grease lightning. Grease lightning, and you grease lightning, grease lightning, go grease lightning, grease lightning, yeah. Woo! Damn, dude. All right. Merry Christmas, Josh. Thank you, man. Happy New Year. Appreciate you guys. Keith, thank you, dude. Woo! What a stream. What a live stream, guys. What a life. Let's go. Cheers to you guys, man. Merry Christmas. Hope you guys are having a great time. Woo! Ooh, I need a tissue. Ooh. All right, guys. Waiting to get back into this one. Yeah. Woo! Honey! Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Oh, boy. Hunt or be hunted. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What a performance. What a performance. It brings tears to my eyes. Wifey. Woo. Baby.
Did you call me?
I did.
What's that?
Tissue, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, we're moments away from the second half. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Don't do it. Okay.
7-all as we start the third quarter from U.S. Bank Stadium.
all right.
So glad you could be with us. Special thanks to Jamie, Brandon, the Tide halftime report. Welcome back to U.S. Bank. Noah Eagle, Drew Brees, A.J. Ross, Diana Rossini, and Gene Steratore. Back and forth first half. A couple of turnovers from the Lions early. They took control of their offense late in that first half.
Yeah, the first three drives were pretty atrocious. 4 plays, 3 plays, 4 plays. Two of those turnovers given the Vikings a short field, but then they finished the half with the 19-play drive that resulted in a touchdown and kind of brought him back to within striking distance. They're going to get the ball to start this second half.
Thank you.
Both defenses playing.
Woo! All right. Who are we doing? What are we doing good? We doing good? All right, we're doing good. Let's go. Let's go. What? Carson just got finished with some Christmas lasagna? Oh, that sounds good. Oh, yummy. I'm like Garfield when it comes to lasagna, man. You better keep that crap away from me or the whole plate's gonna be gone. It's gonna be gone. All right. So the Detroit Lions will receive the second half kickoff here in this one, as we've got a tied ball game here in this second half. The Minnesota Vikings fans up on off their feet, enjoying a little Christmas Day football.
Detroit offense that's going to start the second half with the football after it was Minnesota who decided after winning the toss.
No! I would have loved a Christmas Day lasagna. Carson, I never sleep on Texas toast, dog. I could eat Texas toast every freaking day. I could. Ain't gonna lie. Between that and some potatoes. My wife, she made the most delicious little hash browns today. They were so good. And then she tried to steal them from me, too. Like, what the heck? Excuse me. And it's a return from Mr. Kennedy. So a nice return here sets up the Detroit Lions with excellent field position here to start this second half. And we'll see what the Lions can do here.
We made it a little bit, then we get down the red zone, they weren't as productive, but we just got to pop some runs that'll open everything up for us. And look, they're applying a lot of pressure. That's what Torres does.
So 1st and 10. Ball here at the 33-yard line. Goff under center. 2 tight end set. Handoff here. Gibbs left side. And Gibbs is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And a nice tackle there from Allen, number 93. The veteran defensive tackle gets there for Minnesota. And now after that run, it's going to be 2nd down and 10 here coming up for Detroit.
Yeah, definitely not the way that they wanted to come into this game, because it's also created a lot of 3rd and longs, which fortunately for them, Jared
Texas toast with melted cheese. Way to go, Keith. That's what I'm talking about. So 2nd down and 10. Jared Goff in the shotgun. 3 wide receiver bunch set to the right side. They're on the left hash. Vikings showing blitz here. They do send the blitz. The Lions pick it up. Goff, quick catch. Oh, what a hit on Amon St. Brown. He stays on his feet and leaps forward. Then he gets, I believe, the 1st down. But what kind of toughness here from this wide receiver. A nice out route. Here comes the defender and a big hit from Rodgers. And Amon St. Brown says, get out of here. I wiped that shit off, baby. Man, that's a big hit. Nice effort there from Amon to stretch across the 1st down marker. And they do give him the 1st down on that catch and a gain of 10 yards.
And now they have moved the chains on that second look. It was a 1st down for St. Brown.
only 119 yards.
So here we go. 6 catches for 56 yards for Amon St. Brown. And here comes Jared Goff now with Montgomery in the backfield. It's a 2 tight end set, 2 receivers off to the right. They're lined up at the right hash. They put Amon in motion, hand it off to Montgomery. Montgomery with at least 3 yards on that carry. The defenders got there near the backfield, and Montgomery uses his power and his legs to get that forward for a gain of 2 yards.
Less than 10 carries, which could be such a weapon. Already now up to 6 carries here tonight. Still trying to find that first.
And you see there, David Montgomery still trying to find his way in this running game for Detroit. They really need to utilize him more and get Gibbs outside of the backfield. So another 2 tight end set, lined up at the 45-yard line on 2nd down and 8. Goff under center, hands it off. Montgomery bounces to the left side. Montgomery takes on a defender, and he's tackled there at the 50-yard line, a gain of 5. That's going to set up 3rd down here for Detroit.
Yeah, these are the situations they want to live in. These 3rd and shorts, there's a lot of...
And that's right, 3rd and short is definitely the situation the Lions want to keep themselves in. That was a nice 6-yard run, so now 3rd down and 3 coming up here for the Lions.
You get around midfield, you get in these short yardage situations, it just allows you to be...
So 3rd and 3. We'll see what the Lions have here on offense. Jared Goff in the shotgun, Montgomery to his left. It's a 3 wide receiver set. 2 of those set to the right of Goff. They're lined up on the right hash. Blitz coming from Minnesota. Handoff Montgomery. And he dives forward, but I don't think he's going to have enough for the 1st down. It's a gain of 2. And it's going to be 4th down and 1 for the Lions. And you see what Dan Campbell's doing here. You got to imagine this offense is going to stay out on the field. Heck yeah, Keith, we doing good. Still got a little bit of the energy drink. I got a little bit of a water here as well, but appreciate you, bro. And 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this game, and they're looking to go 3 for 3 here. As Detroit lined up at the 48-yard line, a yard to go, 4th and 1. Goff under center, and Goff with the QB sneak, but there's a false start penalty on the Lions offense, and that one's going to back him up. Alfie, welcome back, man. Carson, we'll see you when you get back from some more Texas toast and Christmas lasagna. Making me hungry. Making me hungry. Do you have any honey in there as well?
Yeah, it's tough, especially for those tight ends, because they really don't see the ball.
That was Ricci who was the one who jumped.
They really don't see the ball. In a lot of cases, it's what they feel.
All right, so 4th down and 6 now means the Lions are going to be forced to punt the football. So a punt here. We will see the Vikings get the ball at the 14-yard line.
Max Brosmer and company all even at 7. Back on the field for the first time in the second half. Here at home when we come back.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, guys, let's go over that last drive there for the Detroit Lions as they start out the second half here with the possession of the football. And it goes 5 plays and 14 yards, and they're forced to have to punt the ball back to Minnesota as they get ready for their first possession of the second half in a tied ball game. It's 7-7 here in the third quarter. Snoop Doggy Dogg. The bomb. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Boom, 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 boom. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to go here and back on up. All right, getting back to the action here, guys.
Powered by Verizon. And now we're pleased to welcome in Minnesota Vikings legend and Pro Football Hall of Famer, apparently an excellent dog groomer as well, Chris Carter.
How you guys doing?
So here we go, 1st and 10. Toss play, right side. Aaron Jones into the game, and he's got nothing there on that carry. So 2nd down coming up here, and this one.
And be one of the all-time greats. You got to welcome in Randy Moss as one of the future all-time greats, and now we're watching JJ do his thing. So the lineage for Minnesota Vikings wide receivers, how much pride does that give you, knowing that you were really one of the originators?
Hell yeah. Appreciate you guys hanging out on the channel. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure you guys share this live stream with your friends and family. Let's get some super chats going. 2nd down and 9. Bosner looking to throw in the shotgun, left side. Overthrows his intended receiver, looking for the tight end, Oliver. And that's going to be incomplete.
Team leader as far as guiding this team, making sure that the young guys keep their confidence. So that I'm very, very proud as far as the accolades, what he's doing. His overall leadership is second to none. That's the reason why the Vikings invested in him, and it's money well spent. It's well deserved and great honor.
And you see Justin Jefferson trailing only Randy Moss in the most receiving yards through his first 6 NFL seasons.
With his appearance, he's just 12 yards
So 3rd and 9 here at the 15-yard line. Bosner in at the shotgun position on the right hash. 3 wide receivers set to the left. Looking to throw here. It's a blitz from the Lions. The Vikings pick it up. It's a catch for Jefferson, but he's going to be tackled short of the first down marker. And 4th down coming up here for Minnesota.
Envision yourself at all and what that would have looked like if you would have played in it?
I try not to. I'm very, very happy with my career. My cement is completely dry. But it's nice to see that, that we still have a great legacy as far as receivers.
Yeah, what's going on, Carson? Good question. So, unfortunately, J.J. McCarthy is inactive for this game due to a fracture right throwing hand. He's got a fracture in his hand, so he's not going to be able to play. I would imagine probably the rest of the season. I don't see Minnesota playing him again next week at risk of him getting injured again. As we see there, not much on the return for the Lions, and no comeback out on offense here. All right, thank you guys so much for hanging out on Tim Reynolds Show.
Season. It's nice to go get it in the shop.
All right, so the Detroit Lions offense comes back out on the field after a quick 3 and out for the Minnesota Vikings offense. And we'll see a 2 tight end set, 2 wide receivers. They're lined up on the right hash here at the 36-yard line. Goff tosses it to Gibbs. Gibbs right side, doesn't have much there, and he gets maybe a yard. So a nice tackle and a nice rush defense there from the Minnesota Vikings.
The favorites. And,
Boom, 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 boom.
I've traveled to a number of his concerts, and I know Uncle Snoop. I know him very, very well. Legendary performer. I'm not even going to try to sing one hit. He has a whole catalog of nothing but hits.
So here we go, 2nd down and 9. Ball at the 37-yard line. Goff in the shotgun, a 5 wide receiver set. And a blitz coming from Minnesota, and they get to the quarterback for the sack. And that one's the DB Jackson, number 26, who comes off the blitz on the left side of the line, and he blows that play up for a sack on Jared Goff. And Goff, nothing to do here, as we see the free blitzer. Penei Sewell did able to get a couple of hands on him before Jackson just barrels through and gets to the quarterback for the sack. Oh, 1 second there, baby. 3rd and 18. Goff in the shotgun here. Ball at the 28-yard line. He's looking to throw. All-out blitz from Minnesota. Goff throws, and it's intercepted. What a play there from Byron Murphy Jr. And number 7 comes up with the Vikings' 3rd turnover of this game on defense. And that's a big first down, Minnesota. And what an interception. Goff had no choice but to throw that one up for Tesla, but he threw it way up for grabs, and Byron Murphy says, "Oh, is this a present for me on Christmas Day? Thank you very much." Ooh, one of my favorite songs. It's The Grinch. Why, thank you very much, honey, for this delicious cup of joe. Look at this, guys. If your wife makes you a hot cup of coffee when you ask her to, you better wife her real quick. Real quick, real quick. Love you, baby.
Love you too, honey.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It'll be nice.
Doesn't get much better than this, guys. Look at this. We got some football. It's Christmas Day. One of my favorite holidays of the entire year. Man, what a fantastic year it's been, guys. 2025 has been the most productive year, it feels like, in my lifetime. Being able to grow this channel with you guys, being a part of something that I could only dream about, and now seeing it come into reality as far as what my dream is here with this YouTube channel. I can't wait to continue to grow this channel with you guys, and hopefully we'll get more people to come join us here and be a part of this football sports entertainment community. I know we're getting towards the end of the football season here soon, guys, but we'll be transitioning over to some WWE live streams and also trying to get more content on the channel for everybody to enjoy, especially those channel memberships. I appreciate you guys so much for keeping up with those and signing up with those, guys. That's some good shit. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?
Wonderful messages like that. Third turnover of the day for the Lions. They had 8 on the season coming in.
And wow, guys, the third turnover of the day for the Lions after they only had 8 coming in. And now 1st and 10. Play action, looking to throw is Bosmer from the 38-yard line. He's going to scramble, goes up the middle, dives forward, and gets it up to about the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 5. And looks like Bosmer looking for a flag. And they do get one. This one could be on the defense for Detroit.
Holding. Defense number 23. 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
That's Rocky Yassin as we take a look back at the Goff interception.
And now you're looking here at the Goff interception on that play before. Byron Murphy just comes free up or over, getting to the defender there.
They maintain their depth. They have eyes on the quarterback. They know he has to get the ball out. And Byron Murphy is just one of those guys, kind of a ball-hawking corner who plays the nickel position, who can also...
So here we go, 1st and 10, and that's a nice carry there from 32 across the midfield marker, and gets it up to about the 49-yard line. And that's Ty Chandler with his first carry of the game, a gain of 3 yards.
And they've been making plays like that all season long. In fact, I think they're playing some of their best ball right now as a defense.
That's what Brian Flores said to you, is he felt like they're one of the best units, if not the best unit in the NFL right now.
The way that they've been able to pressure the quarterback, create turnovers and opportunities for their offense, and just be so problematic.
Now here we go, play action, 2nd down and 6, left side, caught! Oliver with the grab, and the tight end has enough for a first down, Vikings! And Minnesota's offense finds the open man as Oliver was coming open on the left side of the field. A nice tackle there. What a decent gain of 8 yards on that catch and run, and it's a first down, Minnesota.
Via the pass today.
Rosner, just 41 yards. Minnesota has 5 punts today. Their most drives on a yard, 29.
So here we go, 1st and 10, handoff. That's Chandler, right side. A nice running lane, gets it up to about the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 4.
5 Pro Bowlers for the Lions earlier this
And
week.
5 Pro Bowlers for the Detroit Lions. Amon St. Brown, Penei Sewell, Jahmyr Gibbs, Aiden Hutchinson, and Jack Campbell. And Jack Campbell makes his first appearance in the Pro Bowl.
At the end of the season to celebrate this career achievement, see the full rosters and learn more about this year's Pro Bowlers. Go to ProBowl.com.
Yeah, Jack Campbell being one of those. He's played all but 8 snaps this year. 996 snaps, all.
So here we go. Handoff. Chandler takes it up and close to that first down marker. And we'll see where the referee spotted here. But Ty Chandler is giving this offense an extra boost at the running back position. And that run goes for a first down, Minnesota.
Anzalone for Detroit. Boy, Anzalone and Campbell combining together have been such a heartbeat for this team. We talked about some of what they're missing in the secondary with no...
And oh boy, Anzalone going out here with an injury.
Terrion Arnold
Hopefully he's okay for Detroit.
Maddox mixing this game with a back and illness. And first-year defensive coordinator Kelvin Shepard has been thrown into the fire in that first season so far.
Yeah, these injuries have been devastating, especially in the secondary. And Alex Anzalone and Jack Campbell have been the guys holding it together, in addition to Aiden Hutchinson. But Alex Anzalone has been a leader on this defense since he got here in Dan Campbell's first year in 2021. Dan brought him over from the New Orleans Saints as one of his first free agent signings, really to help establish the culture.
Now 1st and 10. Handoff here. Chandler, right side. Maybe a yard up to the 30-yard line. So the Vikings continue to try to run the football here in this one.
Energy giver, according to his players. Shepard told me at half that their main focus here has got to be stopping the run. This is a Lions team that gave up 230 rushing yards last week against the Steelers. They've only given up 57 so far today.
A clear improvement, and Diana, we love chatting with Kelvin Shepard. You can feel that energy emanating.
So 2nd down and 10 on the right hash. Bosmer's in the shotgun here for Minnesota. Looking to throw. Blitz coming. They pick it up. Bosner's going to rush it. Oh, and no, a nice tackle there from the defender, Williams. And he trips up the quarterback, and Bosmer able to just get back to the line of scrimmage. So no sack on the play.
Shepard has really done a great job with this defense. You know, Aaron Glenn leaving last year as the defensive coordinator to go be the head coach with the New York Jets. It seems like they've battled injuries these last 2 years, especially in the secondary. But these players love playing for him. He's developed his scheme through the years, in large part learning from Aaron Glenn. Also Steve Spagnuolo, who he played for with the New York Giants. He is a great young coordinator in this league.
So here we go, 3rd and 8. Bosmer under pressure, and he's gonna go down for the sack. Muhammad gets there once again for his 2nd sack of the game, and this pressure has been getting to the Minnesota Vikings quarterback all game long. And we see here another turnover, but the defense shows up here for the Lions, and they're able to force the Vikings to a 3-and-out. Or I should say here to a 4th down after that sack.
He's had a phenomenal year. That's sack number 11.
So Will Riker will come on for the field goal of 52.
So Will Riker is good with the field goal attempt from 52 yards out.
The second score for Minnesota comes off an interception, and they regain the lead.
All right, Keith, thank you, man. Good luck with your therapy here today, and hope you're doing well. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Yeah, thank you, Keith. You have fun too, man, and Merry Christmas to you, brother. Thank you so much for hanging out on Tim Reynolds Show. All right, guys, so let's go over that last drive for Minnesota. 9 plays, 28 yards, and the 52-yard field goal is good, and that gives Minnesota a 3-point lead here with a 10-7 ball game in the 3rd quarter. All right, guys, so right now, Minnesota really taking it to the Detroit Lions. The Lions are the team that actually needs to win this game in order for them to keep their playoff hopes alive, but Minnesota is not making it easy on them.
on January 16th. I like to believe we are the good guys in this story, but I guess you have to watch the movie to really find out the answer to the question.
Watch the movie.
Minnesota does cash in with a field goal off the interception by Goff. Reichert will send it deep. This one will be fielded from the goal line by Kennedy. Across the 25, and again gets right to the 30-yard line. Well, Jahmyr Gibbs.
All right, so we will see the Lions offense come back out on the field, and the 3 fastest rushing speeds of the season belong to Jahmyr Gibbs. And 348 yards before contact this season. That's the second most in the NFL. And he's also 17 scrimmage TDs this season, which is the second most in the NFL this year. So Gibbs is actually making a strong case for an NFL Offensive Player of the Year. But because the Lions are not in the playoffs yet, this could be a hard sell for voters.
Like anybody in the NFL. He also mentioned the hometown Barry Sanders and Marshall Faulk.
Mr. Do-It-All in the backfield.
So here we go, 1st and 10, play action, Goff, and it's intercepted, and oh my goodness, Detroit continues to implode here. That's the 4th turnover today, and the 2nd interception in back-to-back drives, and what a play. And oh my goodness, where is Goff looking for his receiver here? Smith just comes wide open in front of the receiver, and Goff doesn't even see him, and it's a pick for Harrison Smith and a 1st down, Minnesota. What a play here, folks. Oh my goodness gracious.
He is 1 interception away from joining a very elite club, the 40-20 club. 40 interceptions, 20 sacks. Only 2 other guys are in that club, Rondé Barber and Charles.
So here we go, play action. Bosmer looking downfield and through the hands of his intended target, looking for Addison, and not able to find his man there in that one.
Last week, boy, Jared Goff has been so clean with the football, back-to-back throws that have ended up in the arms of the other team. And Harrison Smith, we asked him about his love of football when that got developed. He said he played football, tackle football for the first time when he was in 3rd grade, and then he switched to soccer for a year in 4th grade. But he kept the helmet and the pads, and he would just go outside and hit all the trees and tackle the trees in his backyard. His mom got so frustrated.
So here we go. 2nd down and 10 at the 42-yard line. It looks like Chandler's got the ball, direct snap. The running back uses the Wildcat and gets across the 40 to the 38-yard line. A very unique formation set up there for the offense of the Minnesota Vikings. And that's going to be 3rd down coming up now. So 3rd and 6, and Minnesota needs to take advantage of this 4th turnover of the game.
Aaron Jones not in the game right now. It looks like he's going to be taking a lot of the load.
C.J. Ham is in the game for this 3rd and 6. What does Brosmer have? 8 of 12, 41 yards.
And now 3rd and 6, looking to throw. Bosmer under pressure, rolling to his right, gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. Looking for his tight end, Ed Oliver, but the quarterback had to get rid of that one quickly. And because of that, it's 4th down and 6. And even though the Vikings have gotten 4 turnovers, they've only been able to take advantage of 2 of them with points, and that's why they have a 10-7 lead here.
Small but feisty, good tackler, good pressure player. And Detroit dodges another bullet. Giving them the ball inside their territory and now forcing them into a long field goal try.
Reichert made from 52 on the last drive. This one.
So the kick is up, and it is good! And a big kick there puts the Minnesota Vikings up 13-7. And way to take advantage of the field position there. And he connects on a 56-yard field goal after the Harrison Smith turnover. And the Vikings take a 13-7 lead in this one. All right. Appreciate you guys hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, yeah, yeet, yeet, yeet. Ba-bum, ba-bum. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You are charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a... You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Yes, you are. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders and you got guidance on your Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a football. Mr. Grinch. Oh, look at that. Some Christmas displays. That's pretty cool. Look like a Santa Claus Ghostbuster. Ghostbuster! And the kickoff's underway as the Lions get the ball back here, trailing 7-13 here in the third quarter. And Raymond with a nice return to about the 34-yard line here for Detroit. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come on, where my fans go? Where my fans go? So 1st and 10. And looks like a nice carry there from Gibbs of about 3 yards, and it's going to set up 2nd down and long for the Lions. So 2nd down and 6 coming up now for the Lions offense. Goff hands it off. Gibbs up the middle to about the 40, and he gets maybe 2 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 4 for the Lions.
I just feel like you've got to change the momentum in some way. So whether it's tempo, whether it's some trick play, some variety, just something that's going to get everybody amped up in that offensive huddle and on that sideline. Because right now, it's all Vikings.
So here we go, 3rd and 4, and this third quarter has been dominated by the Minnesota Vikings defense.
Longest run of the day has been 8 yards for the Lions. This is a 3rd and 4.
So here we go, 3rd and 4. Goff in the shotgun. 3 wide receiver set. Blitz coming from Minnesota. They pick it up, left side. It's caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown with the grab, and it's a 1st down, Lions. And Amon-Ra St. Brown catches that one. A beautiful throw from Jared Goff. It's a nice out route to the left side of the field. And he gets it up across the 45-yard line and out of bounds at the 47. It'll be 1st and 10 Detroit. And 7 catches now for 63 yards for Amon-Ra St. Brown. But that will take us to the end of the third quarter.
Has still delivered
Christmas. Watching it fall, Christmas. All around Christmas. Please take me home. They're singing Deck the Halls, but it's not like Christmas at all. I wish that you were here to have all the fun that we had last year. I'm burned on the ground, Christmas, and watching you for Christmas. Lots of people around Christmas. Maybe take me home. Boom, 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 baby. Bum, 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 ba, da, da, da. And I bet a bum, bum, bam, 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 yeah. Hey, dun, dun, bum, 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 down, bum, bum, da, 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 no, no, do, do, da, 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 dun, 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 da, bum, bum, na, 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 dun, 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 wow, 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 wow. Do 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 do. All right, thank you guys for hanging out on the channel. Waiting to get back to the live play-by-play here. I appreciate y'all hanging out on the channel. Appreciate y'all. Man, the Disney's Christmas parade was a little different this year, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
It was 13-7 as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Walking back to the broadcast booth, and Drew, we look at where Detroit is right now and all the circumstances, and yet with everything they've done wrong, they find themselves down by just a score.
Not the way they wanted to start the first three quarters.
No.
They've averaged just over 2 yards a carry. They have 4 turnovers, and yet they're still only down 6 points. So you go down and you get a touchdown right here and take the lead. It solves most of your problems because your defense is playing lights out. You've only given up 73 yards.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for Detroit. Jared Goff in the shotgun. It's a 3 wide receiver set. Goff, play action, looking to throw. Under pressure, it's a fumble! And the Vikings have another turnover! And oh my goodness gracious! 5 turnovers here today for the Detroit Lions offense. They came into this game leading the NFL in turnovers as far as only 8. That was an NFL low for turnovers this season. And in this game, it's another one, and that means 5 turnovers here in this one. That's the 3rd fumble lost in this game for Detroit. And Dan Campbell's got to be frustrated, man. Holy crap.
Minnesota Vikings. The other time was week 3 against the Cincinnati Bengals.
How about the game for Andrew Van Ginkel as well? Covers the first.
So now here we go, 1st and 10. Bosmer looking to throw under pressure, gets rid of it in the backfield. That's Jones, and a nice catch and run as Rodriguez makes the tackle. He gets across the 45 or the 35-yard line to the 34, but there is a flag on the play.
That's Justin School. Well, Jared Goff, under pressure coming into this game, was one of the best in the NFL, and he's been efficient when he's gotten the ball away. But man, he's taken some major hits here tonight. Of course, a couple of fumbles to go with a couple of interceptions.
Yeah, when he's gotten the ball out, he's been efficient. But unfortunately, you got Theo Jackson has a sack. Harrison Smith has a sack. Dan Ginkel and Dallas Turner both share that.
All right, so 1st and 20 after the penalty. Oh, fumble from Bosmer, and somehow he ends up back on top of it. And that one just comes loose out of the hand of the quarterback. And talk about a goofy play. As we see here, Bosmer went to throw it, and it literally slips right out of his hand. What an embarrassing play for the Minnesota quarterback.
You're trying to make these quick flash fakes and get the ball out quick. But nonetheless, second and very long, you just want to try to get half of it here. Think about a screen. I wouldn't get too aggressive. You're probably going to get just a shell coverage.
So now here we go. Second down and 24. Now at the 46-yard line. It's a 3-wide receiver set. Bosmer in the shotgun under pressure. Gets rid of it. It's tipped up in the air, but incomplete.
This has been the story of the night so far. This is the fourth drive for Minnesota to start inside Detroit territory, and they just have struggled to really capitalize on the chances.
They have. They got one touchdown, and they've attempted two.
So third and 24 now for Minnesota, who has not been able to take advantage of these many turnovers from the Lions here today.
Playing in their home environment, they've got all the momentum right now, and yet Detroit's defense has been outstanding in stepping up to the challenge.
So here we go, third and 24, handoff, and Jones up to midfield, and that's only going to be about 3 yards. And that will bring up fourth down here in the fourth quarter.
Conservative play call. Roy Lopez, the first one there, made contact. It's going to be a punt for Ryan Wright. And despite the 5 turnovers for Detroit, the defense, as Drew just mentioned, gets it right back just a couple minutes into this fourth quarter.
A little bit of this at this point is just who wants to win this game?
Yeah.
Right? Like, does either offense want to go win this game? I think what we're seeing with the Minnesota offense is it's very limited. Detroit's just having their way with them. They're not able to do anything.
So we'll see a punt here coming up for Minnesota.
Trying to get a couple first downs just so you can find your rhythm.
Khalif Raymond.
Raymond gets it up to about the 15, and we will see the Lions come back out on offense, still trailing 7-13 in this one.
High spirit in Minneapolis, and they're hopeful that their defense can will them to a victory, fourth in a row for the Vikings.
Woo! All right, thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Appreciate y'all. They're singing deck the halls, but it's not like Christmas at all. I wish that you were here and all the fun we had last year. And the sun's coming down, Christmas, and I'm watching you fall. Lots of people around, so everybody's come home. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a football. All right, fixing to get back from commercial break, everybody. Hope you're enjoying a beautiful, beautiful Christmas day. Yeah. So 1st and 10. Gibbs on the right side, nowhere to go, but he's still able to give a good effort there for about a 4-yard carry. And it looked like nothing was there, but Gibbs somehow gets that one up the field. So 2nd down and 6 after that 4-yard gain there on that one. And handoff here. Gibbs left side keeps the feet moving and a nice carry there for about 5 yards. It sets up 3rd down and 1.
Like their 1st and 2nd down runs, although it's only been 2 yards and change for each, there's still been positive plays. 3rd and less than a yard.
And now here Goff with the QB sneak, and he's got enough for a 1st down. Lions, as they try to make their way back in this one, trailing 13-7 here in the 4th quarter.
Offenses pretty much all season. A huge credit to this Vikings defense for the way that they played tonight.
They've gotten after them in the pass rush. They've been effective in the run.
So now 1st and 10 coming up here. Toss play. Gibbs met in the backfield and nowhere to go. And that's Rodgers who comes up with the tackle for loss.
It's tough because you want to avoid all those pressure looks. And how do you do that? Well, you do it when you get into the heavier personnel groups. So you put 2 tight ends on the field, and in most cases, that's how you run the football. You can mix in some play actions and some boots. They don't do a lot of boots with Jared Goff. But whenever you throw your 11 personnel on the field, in other words, 1 back with 3 wide receivers and a tight end, that's when they put their personnel group.
So 2nd down and 10 now coming up here for the Detroit Lions. Ball here at the 27-yard line. Goff in the shotgun, a 3 wide receiver set. The Vikings showing blitz here. They do send a blitz, and Gibbs tackled in the backfield and nowhere to go. It's going to be 3rd down and long for Detroit. And Minnesota has been in complete control of this game since the start of the 2nd half. That's a big loss for about 5 yards as we see number 15 gets in the backfield and makes one hell of a tackle. And that's Turner, Dallas Turner with the tackle in the backfield. So here we go. Goff in the shotgun, throws, caught. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown with the grab, but he's not going to be close enough to that 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Detroit.
Finally give your defense the opportunity to defend the Vikings offense in their own territory. They haven't done that for a while. And I think it's time that they gear up and get a turnover of their own. Try to create a little spark for their offense.
So 4th and 8, Detroit will have to punt the ball back to Minnesota.
Punt coming from Jack Fox.
And a good kick there. We'll see where Minnesota ends up with it. And wow, what a big kick. And that rolls right out of the end zone at the 1-yard line. And talk about for the brand. Fox has got to be getting a bunch of love on social media after that big punt.
70-yard punt to flip the field. And Jared Goff just searching for answers, hoping maybe.
Bam, let's go. Yeah, cause I'm a baller, a shot caller, 20-inch blaze on the Impala. Holla, getting played tonight, and that whistle roll tight, got sweat, I hit the highway. I'm making money the flyway. There's gotta be a better way, a better way, a better way, yeah, yeah. I've been dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. And when the tiny teens listen and the sleigh bells in the snow. I've been dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones that I used to know. Boom ba dum bum, boom ba dum ba dum, boom ba dum bum bum, boom ba dum ba dum. Oh yeah! Tell me what you're talking about right now, right now. All right, here we go. Ooh, Minnesota will take over on offense here. Handoff up the middle. That's Ty Chandler, and he's got at least 2 yards. That's going to bring up the second down and long here for Minnesota. You can see Jared Goff very frustrated on the sidelines. And now another handoff. Second down and 7. Chandler left side. Nowhere to go. Maybe a yard on that carry. That's going to bring up third down and long here for Minnesota. So third and 5. Play action, under pressure. Bosmer. Gets rid of it, but that's going to be incomplete. And the Lions almost come up with the safety. They think they've got a touchdown, but it looks like his arm was coming forward. So that's going to be incomplete.
Pick it up and run it into the end zone. I mean, Brosmer's jersey is completely ripped. Did he get out of the tackle box, and did he get that across in an area with a receiver?
Yeah, I think after seeing what happened in Seattle last week, everybody's going to pick up these balls and run them into the end zone. Certainly his arm was going forward. He had control of the ball. So good call on the incomplete pass. I'll tell you what, here's a really interesting situation. You're going to think I'm crazy, but do you take a safety? If you take a safety, you're still up 4. A field goal does not tie the game, but instead, you're going to give Detroit the best field position they've had all day.
So here we go. Detroit looking for a nice return. Raymond gets it up to about the 45-yard line. So that's a great return there for Detroit.
Unreturned yardage in the history of the Lions organization. So here's that great field position. You start at the 45. You're down by just 6, 7-12 remaining. The Lions need to win this game to stay alive for the NFC playoff picture. Currently right behind the Packers, and that one less loss because of the tie really benefits Green Bay in these final 2 weeks. The Packers to lose both of their final 2 games. The Lions need to win today, and they need to win next week in Chicago. Depending on how this weekend's games go, Chicago might have the division wrapped up as well by then. Well, here's Jared Goff with another opportunity to lead his team down the field.
So 1st and 10. Goff, play action, looking to throw here under pressure. Gets it to Montgomery. Montgomery's got some room. He's at the 45. Tackled inside the 45 at the 42-yard line. And that's a first down, Lions. And a terrific play there. They get the running back screenplay set up nicely for David Montgomery, who takes it for a gain there of about 12 yards.
This is the type of rhythm. This is where I think an up-tempo mindset with Detroit right now would really benefit them. It helps to neutralize a pressure defense like the Minnesota Vikings.
Montgomery stays in there. Again,
And now Goff looking to throw, gets it to Montgomery, right side. Montgomery with a nice 2-yard gain on that catch and run, gets it up to the 40-yard line. That's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Certainly the way this game has gone, where you just feel like Minnesota's defense has been in total control with the way they've been able to not only just get pressure on you, but confuse the Detroit offense. A lot of times up-tempo not only helps you get into a rhythm and a flow, but also it gets you some more simple looks on defense.
6 minutes to play. Christmas Day.
So 2nd down and 8. Handoff here. Montgomery up the middle. Nice carry. Still on his feet. Keeps the legs going. And he gets up to the 31-yard line. And it's a first down. Lions.
Yeah, he's that guy that can really push the pile. And even when he has bodies on him, you see the entire offensive line there, Sewell, everyone working to get him the extra yards.
That's Theo Jackson who's down. And
Oh, boy. That's not good there.
replace Josh Metellus, who was put on IR with a shoulder injury at that safety spot, right next to Harrison Smith, who had his 39th career interception tonight. He just kind of got caught up in the pile there.
Yikes. Hope he's okay.
Oh, at the very end,
Doesn't look good.
it was Zylstra who came in and almost rolled on top of him. And it looks like Jackson's
Yikes.
up on his feet. Good to see as he'll make his way to the Viking sideline. Minnesota, winners of 3 in a row, had lost 4 consecutive games prior to that, had not won back-to-back games before this 3-game winning streak, looking to spoil the Lions' hopes of potentially getting into the playoffs, as Kevin O'Connell called it, being Grim Reapers. They've won 8 consecutive games.
Being Grim Reapered.
Really
Grim Reaper.
build towards the next season.
So 1st and 10. Handoff Montgomery. Nice stiff arm, but only a gain of about 2 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
Well, tonight, Prime brings you one final Christmas gift. The Broncos ride into Arrowhead to take on the Chiefs in an AFC West showdown. Thursday Night Football kicks off tonight, 8:15 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime. So a 2nd down and 8 coming here. 5 minutes to play. Detroit threatening with some of the better field position we've seen in this second half.
So here we go. 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming. They pick it up. It's tipped and incomplete. The Lions looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown, but Goff not able to have a clean pocket, and they get their hands up and bat that one down.
These are basically all cover zero looks. They're just all walked up. Typically a rusher, but he engages the offensive tackle, feels Jared Goff's eyes, getting this ball out quickly, and he tells the D lineman, you're engaged, look to be a jumper and try to back ball.
So Goff, 3rd and 8, looking to throw. Plenty of time. That one's batted down as well. And a big play once again from this Minnesota defense. And the Lions offense has done nothing in this second half. Wow.
But Detroit just has no answer for Minnesota's pressure right now. If they're not getting to him, they're making impact plays like this. 2 batted balls in a row. It's helping Minnesota to force a field goal.
You can see Dan Campbell immediately motioned for the field goal. It's a 48-yard attempt. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. 4:44 remaining here. Jake Bates has missed 6 kicks on the season.
And the kick is good. And the Lions cut into that lead. And after that, 48-yard field goal. It's now a 10-13 ball game.
It's a 3-point game, and that field position does come in handy for the Lions. So you mentioned the idea of what seems ludicrous, potentially almost taking the safety to play that field position game. You see the exact result.
Here's what it would have done. You would have kicked off from the 20-yard line as opposed to the where you punted, and you're potentially pinning them back, and you would not have even had a field goal opportunity. So you'd be up 4 instead of 3, and you're going to get better field position now as well. So it's one of those kind of, outside of the box thinking things, but nonetheless, they're in a situation where they're going to.
So Drew Brees there on the broadcast team, he is thinking a little bit out the box here, saying that he thought Minnesota should have took the safety on the previous series where they had to punt the ball deep in their own territory.
Really puts their defense back in a favorable position and flip the momentum in their favor.
Max Brosmer will have his opportunity to lead a second consecutive game-winning or game-sealing type of drive. He had a field goal drive last week that got them the win in New York against the Giants 16-13 in relief of J.J. McCarthy, who left the game with that hairline fracture on his throwing hand. And here today, on Christmas, a chance to potentially put the Lions season to bed with a long drive as McCarthy watches from the sideline. This one will be popped right to the goal line and taken just there. Ty Felton just recognized that his feet were behind the goal line and he was all good. Well, the Vikings are fishing for a quarterback. They're trying to find.
Yeah, that's right. J.J. McCarthy in 9 starts this season. It's been a 5-4 record for him. Carson Wentz had 5 starts this season and went 2 for 3. And Max Brosner making his 2nd start today. And you see there the QB carousel for the Minnesota Vikings has been a big one.
If you can get it done in crunch time here in front of your home fans.
Yeah, he did it last week. They were tied. He needed to put together a nice drive, made a really nice deep out throw on 3rd down to Justin Jefferson to keep that drive alive, and then they went down and kicked the field goal to win the game. But in this case, it's kind of a 4-minute mode mindset, meaning.
So 1st and 10. Handoff here. Jones on the right side. Cuts back to the left side and nowhere to go there for Jones.
As Minnesota goes to Jones, his 12th carry goes nowhere. They've got 82 rushing yards. Detroit's got 68 rushing yards. You see Brosmer's numbers as a team because of the sacks. Minnesota has -6 passing yards on the day.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't be surprised just in the way that their defense is playing. They run it 3 straight times here and punt it. There's no reason to take any unnecessary chances. Your defense has been absolutely lights out. Detroit only one time today has driven the length of the field to get points, and that was in the 2nd quarter.
2nd down and 10, and they will take a timeout.
And oh boy, Minnesota takes a timeout here. That's not a good sign.
So they'll talk it through. So Max's family is sitting here at U.S. Bank Stadium. His mom Jana, his dad Colin, his brother Fish, his girlfriend Katie, all in attendance, along with his New Hampshire offensive coordinator Brian Scott.
Yeah, impressive college career. Those 4 years at New Hampshire, 1 year at University of Minnesota. Set the record for the most completions in a year last year for Minnesota. 48 starts in college. I look at guys around the league like Brock Purdy, 7th round pick. Guess what? 48 starts in college.
So now it's 2nd down and 10 for Minnesota. Ball here at the 35-yard line. And their handoff, that's Addison on the reverse. Addison loose at the 50, at the 40, at the 30, at the 20, at the 10. Pushed out of bounds, dives. And waiting for a score, waiting for a signal here. This could be a touchdown. This is obviously the biggest play of the game. And we'll see, is he out of bounds at the 1 or did he cross the pylon? We've got to wait to see the replay. And it's a touchdown, Vikings! And oh, right as it looked like this game was going to be a snooze fest, there's Addison with the diving touchdown. Wow! And that's a big play there.
It looks like he goes right over the top of the pylon. That was the longest rush of the season for the Vikings. And it counts.
And it's a touchdown, Minnesota!
Moment. They get Addison out in space, who had not made a catch, hadn't touched the ball all game. And Riker makes it 20-10. RJ's territory. We just saw the rip down the sideline. Take us through the end of that play and how that officially gets a touchdown.
Just a great play by Jordan Addison, fellas. And when he is leaving the ground airborne because no body part hits the end zone, that football has to go over top of the pylon or just inside. And you can see when he lays out here, fellas. He knows that he's reaching that football to get over that pylon, gets enough of it, and just a fantastic play by Jordan Addison.
Really exactly what the doctor ordered for this team.
And what a play there by Jordan Addison. He hasn't had one catch in this game thus far, but he takes the reverse and he goes over 20 miles an hour with the top speed there on that long 65-yard rushing touchdown. And with that touchdown, Minnesota extends their lead 20-10 with less than 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And that could be the dagger in this one, ladies and gentlemen. And that could also be the dagger in the Lions' playoff hopes. Because if the Lions lose this game, they will officially be eliminated from playoff contention.
Certainly going to have to be aggressive. You wonder how much pressure you're going to get. Obviously, it's been pretty effective against you. But it's also one of those where you start thinking about, you get down in field goal range, do you kick, and then play for the touchdown if you can get the ball back.
Riker will take it deep. And this one will be another touchback.
So that's going to be a touchback for Kennedy. Kennedy.
Outstanding stretch where they've made the playoffs the last couple of seasons. Jared Goff has been ice cold at times.
He's been cold as ice.
Down the stretch of games.
Be willing to sacrifice my love.
And this could be one
And you've seen it before. It happens all the time.
season mistake.
You've been alone and make the way behind.
The Vikings play the Grim Reaper they were hoping to on Christmas and end the Lions season.
All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 for the Lions. And now Goff, under pressure, steps up in the pocket, right side. It's caught! Jamison Williams with the grab. He's across the 45 to the 44-yard line. And that's a big play there for Detroit as they try to crawl back into this football game.
Well, if you can get a touchdown prior to the 2-minute warning, you've got all 3 timeouts. Then you would get the 2-minute warning. You give yourself a great chance to get the ball back.
So 1st and 10, now for Goff. He's in the shotgun. Blitz coming. Goff gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Looking for his tight end. The pressure getting to Jared Goff on that play. What's up, Xavier?
Minnesota has brought everyone. And Goff has not been able
What's
to
up, Xavier?
on
Okay, it's working. Stream's working. What's going on, man? What's up? Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's go. It's TimReynolds Show.
in space just to make one guy miss and get any kind of a chunk play.
Already knocking on the door of that field goal range. They need at least a field goal and a touchdown, if not 2, finding Pater.
Oh, and incomplete. 2nd down and 10, and Amon-Ra St. Brown was wide open, but not able to find that one.
Those opportunities that you've got to hit, especially if the team is going to blitz you time after time, you got to make them pay. And you just missed by 6 inches there, but that's one of those that Amon-Ra St. Brown catches this in stride. He is gone.
The juice is back in this building.
So here we go, 3rd and 10. Jared Goff in the shotgun here. Ball at the 44-yard line. Goff, fumble! It's on the ground, and Goff, can't get on top of it! That looks like a turnover for the Vikings!
Detroit keeps the football with
But no, looks like Jared Goff will hold on to the football. But now a 4th down and long coming up. And no, they reversed the call. They're saying that that's a turnover for Minnesota. And no way. Jared Goff on the bad snap. He can't corral it. And Goff gets on top of the football. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think he's down. And then we see their XVR saying he's a Vikings fan. Hell yeah, and that could be the game if that turnover stands here, folks.
Question is, did he have control of it? Because he was laying on his back. If he had control, it belongs to Goff. Otherwise,
Ruling on the field, a backwards pass recovered by Minnesota has been confirmed. First down, Minnesota.
It has been confirmed. Another massive turnover, James territory. Give us a sense of what happened.
Recovering a fumble, recovering a backward pass, the same elements of finishing the process of the catch takes place here. You can see when Goff dives on the football, he really never firmly possesses that football.
I disagree with that.
And at that point, you see the defensive player taking that ball away from him before he secures it firmly. That's why they've turned that over to Minnesota there, fellas.
Gene, thank you. It is Van Ginkel's day. He has been everywhere.
So now after the turnover, the 6th one of the day, and now it's going to be a handoff here on 1st and 10. That'll go for 2 yards, and ladies and gentlemen, this could be the end of this one.
two of those 6 turnovers today now have been through the quarterback center exchange. The first one under center, and then the second one in shotgun.
So the timeout taken, 1st and 3 for Detroit. Jared Goff has been so clean, taking care of the football this year. 2 interceptions and a number of 3 fumbles.
Yeah, a lot of people thought they were going to lose. No turnovers in the last 4 games and 6 turnovers here today for the Lions. That is not going to cut it for Detroit fans.
A walk-in started at center for Detroit. That has been one of the shaky areas for the Lions. Jones stays in there. He's got 13 carries for 41 yards and a touchdown.
So now here we go. 2nd down and 7. Handoff up to the 40-yard line, and that's going to be about it here, guys. That one's going to force Detroit to have to call most of their timeouts. They're trailing by 10. So, yeah, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a day in this one, man. I really appreciate y'all hanging out here on the live stream. It's been pretty fun. Thank you guys so much. We'll take care of the rest of this one. As we see here, the Lions aren't going to be able to do much here with whatever time is remaining. So we're going to go ahead and call it a day, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out here on this live stream play-by-play here on Tim Reynolds Show on Christmas Day. Appreciate you guys. We won't be streaming tonight, guys, with this Chiefs and Broncos game. I don't imagine that's going to be a very competitive game. So we'll see you guys coming up this weekend for another live play-by-play here on Tim Reynolds Show. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.